Hello? I said hello? Coaster. Coaster Pop. I said hello? What the hell is going on up in here? I'm finna bust these doors wide open. I'm feeling it today, man. I'm feeling kind of spiritual. It's finna be a fat stream. Lordy, we got a lot to discuss. The doors is wide open. Everybody get up in here. Coach K, hold up. Watch out now. What we got going on here? I need everybody to get up in here, man. Immediately. With the quickness. With the quickness, I need everybody to get up in here expeditiously. You never know who might be up in this mother flipper today. Lordy. The palace lights is on. Don't forget to breathe in some of that good palace air. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and do it like that. Splack out. Woo! Damn. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I said hello. I said hello. What are we really doing? It's time to make something happen, huh? Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. Hey, look, man, sound check, mic two, mic one, mic. Hey, man, hey, how the vocals looking? Huh? How's the doc sounding? I need someone to report in. I need someone to talk back. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all watching. It's like 30 of y'all mother flippers. I need somebody to talk back. You know what I'm saying? Big bro himself, what's going on in 2023, man? That's what I'm here to find out. Man. I'm here to rap with the people and see what we got going on, man. Let's reflect a little bit, too, of what really took place this year up in the palace, man. Let's really talk about it, man, because this is how I'm going out. You see how I'm looking? This is how I'm going out. This is what we really on, and I ain't playing. You understand? Yes. Loud and clear. That's what I'm talking about. Do I sound good, though? You know what I mean? Do I sound like do I sound like I should be in a movie? Is it coming off crisp? You know what I mean? Is the vocals just making your ears just is it really registering right now? Yeah. Okay, all right. I like that. All right. Yeah, man, I really just want to bust this thing wide open, man. Let's talk about it, man. 2023. We've been here before. You understand what I'm saying? We've been here before. We talk about it. We try to establish what the hell it is we even doing. You know what I mean? It could be dance related. It could be anything. You know what I mean? But let's just really crack this mother flipper wide open and try to understand what the hell is we doing going into 2023. I'm really trying to figure that out. I'm trying to let the stream walk the room a little bit. We not rushing. Let me know what it is, though, that y'all might be doing, though, man. Do we got some new goals? Do we got some new things that we done figured out in 2022 that didn't work? It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And we got to go ahead and turn it up a notch to get ready for 2023, man. It's just a matter of time, man. The day is here. The day is almost here. You know what I mean? Dallas. Hey, bro, I hope you're doing good, man. Cause now that I know that's you, I ain't seen you, I think, since the Versatile joint. You know what I mean? I know you got your family and everything, so I'm hoping you and your loved ones had a happy holiday, man. Um, hope it was with the family, or maybe it was just y'all. Whatever it was, I hope you good, man. It's just different when you know the people. Like to keep it a thousand. I don't really know none of y'all. You understand what I'm saying? But I know Dallas. Not like on a deep level. You know what I'm saying? It's not like me and him is just like, you know what I'm saying? Wow. But I know him. You know what I'm saying? I know him. Vocals is on point. Okay, cool. Nah, the Kratos voice change was great. A boy. Did y'all see Ragnarok when that little stupid man, Atreus was pissing me off that whole game, and then the nigga just straight left. That nigga took off. Kratos hit the hardest boy of the whole year. He said, "Boy," you know, like it came from. I feel like I almost really disrupted something up in here, but he really, boy, you know, like he like I would my knees would have buckled. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was talking to me like that. Ew. Ew. Shit, man, that coffee be doing something to you, boy. Ew. Yeah, all right. I know it take a minute, man. I gotta fix this latency thing too. Cause when I talk, I don't wanna have to wait 1,000 hours for y'all to say something. That's YouTube. We don't want that. We don't want that. Alright. Well, anyway. Yeah, man. I was contemplating a lot of the growth we done made on the channel, man. Like when we really reflect, a lot of y'all are understanding and seeing the difficulties that come with creating something from the ground up, right? But a lot of the times, though, in that process of always beating yourself up to improve and get to that next step, get to that next level, you know what I mean? As we're bound to do, you also got to start looking at it from everything that you've done. You know what I mean? Like, if you just one of them cats that really just didn't put the work in, I can't, I'm not really talking to you. You know what I'm saying? When I think about people that put the work in, you know, I'm probably thinking about people like Riz. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably thinking about people like Dallas. You know? Maybe I'm even talking about people like Dancing Nate. But you know if you put the work in or not. You know what I'm saying? You know if you put the work in or not. When you was talking about your dance, was you really putting it in? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Was you really handling business, or was you kind of fucking around? And I know what I'm thinking of that I want to do now on the channel more than anything, just because of how many people have vocalized this to me. I definitely know I'm gonna do tutorials going into the next year, but I figured out different ways in which I feel I could go about it to somewhat make it a different experience as best as possible on the online surface, and then to be able to connect with more people in the flesh going into next year, right? The flesh is going to be the big transition because I want to be able to do things in person. I want to be able to connect with the people. I want to be able to go to different states, touch down in your hometown, make things happen, whatever the case may be. But in terms of figuring out first that tutorial structure, essentially it was me trying to figure out things that could actually help people. Um I've even considered this, and I don't even trip on speaking on it publicly because I just know I'll have a actual reference to something that I know I spoke on. Where like I was talking to my man's the other day, and to me, even in a class structure, it's not really tailor made for you. You know what I mean? For anybody that, well, not a private necessarily, but even some of those aren't neither. But when you talking about a class, and you take the class to learn whatever style it is you learn in most cases, the person had just come up with something to be able to just teach. So it really doesn't have anything specific to you. It's just more of something that's just generalized to just give some free game. So it's no problem in that. But I want to be able to take it upon myself to engage with the people as much as possible to get the things that people actually struggle with. Like I feel like in a general sense, someone could be having a degree of difficulty progressing through the styles that they're trying to learn or the techniques and the things of that such. But when you take a class, the teacher is not aware of none of that. The teacher is more so just going off of something they just cooked up probably an hour before the class. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily something that is again tailor made for you. So all the things you might be struggling with, you're not really getting none of that information given to you to be able to progress through that. And I've seen it just based on how many people constantly have come to me, which is not making me like the source for everybody's problem, because I'm pretty sure people that maybe are talking to me have talked to plenty of other people. But just in my mind of seeing how many people have come to me with these questions or problems for the dance, I just really realize that a lot of the times people go searching for information and they're just not getting those answers. You know what I mean? They're not getting the help that they actually need. They're just getting someone to teach them maybe how to be like the person that they're going to teach, or maybe they get taught like some general information, or maybe they get taught something that's like new information. It just doesn't literally help them develop. The fuck was that? This shit just take a picture of me? I mean, you could have at least let me just hit a flick. Is the stream good? Is the stream good? Now I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Is the stream good? I don't know what the hell that little flick was. Let me read something in here before we keep talking, man. We finna break these doors wide open, man. We got some videos to watch. We got some battles to watch. I know we do. Let me also drop this real quick in here, just to be safe. Let me go ahead and drop this on in here, cause I know somebody gonna bless. I know somebody gonna bless up. Let me go ahead and drop this right here. Spike out. Okay. I'm pinning the donation link. If anybody wants to go ahead and support the Palace, you know what I'm saying? You know the ways to do it. The donation link just got pinned. If you want to donate to the Palace directly, you see the support the Palace goal meter at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and contribute to that, or you could just go ahead and buy some gear. MetalsPalace.com. It's a .com, so you know it's legit. And you can go ahead and get yourself some free gear. Step your shit up going into the new year. I know you need it. Look at your closet. Yeah, look at your closet and see what it's missing. It don't got no Metals Palace gear. You understand what I'm saying? But look, man. Going into the new year, the tutorials are just something I've been trying to figure out, just how to connect to the people as much as possible, to be engaged upon, or to be immersed in what it is that people are actually struggling with, to create content around that. What I could assume one of you guys are struggling with, I guarantee you about 7,256 million other people are struggling through the same goddamn thing. I started talking about it in my Discord, also to build within the community, to have people express and talk, and maybe even, you know, when one person speaks upon it, that's something that maybe you're also going through, so then you get to talk to them about it and maybe come up with some solutions together. You know what I'm saying? It just helps create an environment where people can discuss some of the problems that they're having. So that was one of the things that I wanted to be able to do. That's why you got to join the Discord. A lot of y'all that join the Discord, to be completely honest, y'all motherfuckers don't even use it. My man Dallas. Oh yeah, man, we doing great. Good. Family is doing good. Great, you know. I like that. My daughter is now a year old. She's walking already. They be walking at 1. But also trying to run already. Whoa, damn, Turbo. At 1 year old, you barely got your kneecaps built up, and you already out here trying to do a 100 mile dash. But we smooth over here. Hope holidays going well for you, man. Yeah, no, I'm doing good, Dallas. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. My dad, I mean, my man's got a little girl, man. I swear to God, bro, I would crack. I would crack, man. She would get anything she want. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be able to just go to your room. You know, I wouldn't even be able to do it. I'd be like, my bad, babe. I'm just little baby girl. You know, like there's no way. There's no way I couldn't do it. I will fold. I will fold. I will fold like one of them chairs at the beach. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't even happen. Kuzan, my man, what's going on? Hit the like button. Hey man, let me take a look and see what it's saying. 13 likes. Whatever. Um, late to the stream. What's up, Metal? How was Christmas? And specifically a basketball game that day. Oh, okay. That's what we're doing. Taking little cheap shots, huh? I mean, what the fuck you expect, man? AD's not even on the floor, man. We had y'all niggas the whole first half. Y'all was supposed to win. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. That's like y'all playing without Luca. Fuck y'all think was supposed to happen. I don't know what else to do with Anthony Davis though. I don't know what else to do with him. I don't know what else to do with him, bro. I don't know. I don't know what else to do with him. Anthony Davis, I don't know. He's not. He's great. He's great, but the inconsistencies, I just Metal low key Rift has been looking for people to teach stuff for our popping sessions. We could maybe fly you out dead ass. Kuzan. I mean, what are we doing? Kuzan, what are we doing? Kuzan. I mean, literally, what are we doing? What are we doing, Kuzan? You know what I mean? Um, and even Rift is someone that I want to talk to. I want to talk to the peoples, man. Like the people. Like I talk about it in the new gen versus OG type shit. Not to create a versus, but there's just a lot of new insight that I feel like we have as the youth or as the people of a younger generation to be able to add to what it is that we give to the dance styles that we commit to. And whether we have to congregate with our OGs or create something entirely of our own is literally just a choice at this point. Because to me, I want to link. I want to link with Rift. I want to talk. Podcasts, they're coming. The setup has now evolved somewhat and is going to continue to evolve. But I want to be able to have these discussions, man. The only other thing is just me being able to find a location to be able to have in person uh, conversations. You know, like not just things over webcams and shit. But essentially, it was like that was always the thing. Even with the podcast that we had before, some of those episodes for Into the Palace, where like there's just a whole bunch of things to talk about, and I just want to get the people to organize it to be able to rap about it. And get you guys involved and get you guys to understand like the voices that are out there. Like the same way you guys didn't know me from the way that you guys know a Spider, a Rubik's, all the, regular big name hip hop dancers. Y'all didn't know me though. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are just like me in terms of just not having a big enough name. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're not like a household name or whatever. But y'all didn't Meadows Palace blew the fuck up, essentially. So now y'all know me. Now y'all listen. But there's other people though that might not have the brand or the name, but they have information. They have perspective. They have put years into their dance to be able to speak perspective. You know what I mean? And I would only bring people that have a valid perspective. I've talked to several different people that I would want to have just to be on here and just rap, man, flow. Not necessarily talk about problems per se all the time, but just talk about things we see from a lot of different vantage points. There's a lot of things to discuss though, and I feel like there's a lot of things people don't talk about or a lot of things people won't talk about from a progressive standpoint, and even just to just talk about a lot of different topics. You know what I mean? A lot of different things that I think need to change going into the new year. I don't think I can continue even having the same experience going into the new year just watching hip hop. But the hip hop niggas that y'all like the same type of niggas. It's like 8 people y'all like that get all the love. You know what I mean? There's so many other things out there that I gotta like open it up. And I even had that conversation with my homie the other day. Like the reason why I feel like I can watch so many different things is because I just love dance. I feel like there's the difference between people loving dance and then a lot of you guys possibly just being fans. I feel like that's something. Going into the new year, that's one thing y'all gonna have to realize. A lot of y'all is fans. A lot of y'all is fans, and that's okay too. You can be fans of metal. You know what I mean? You can be fans of the doc. But we got to get y'all to open up, man, and just really appreciate the dance. Understand there's a lot of talented people out here, man. A lot of talented people. A lot of talented people. And y'all could be one of them. Because that's how we break down the what are y'all doing with y'all practice. You know what I'm saying? How are y'all developing y'all practice going into this new year? And I don't know, not on no fugazi shit, man. I ain't really into this shit, doing shit for the thrills where motherfuckers just be getting all pumped up because it's the new year. That shit gonna die on you, bro. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. That shit gonna die on you. That shit gonna fade. That shit gonna poof, disappear on you in a matter of about a week or two. And you gonna go right back to doing what you know. You gonna go right back to doing what you know. The same way y'all don't hit the like button when y'all watch videos, my videos specifically, it's the same. Y'all just gonna keep doing, huh? Why is my what? What is that? Why is that moving? What? Why? That's not even on the same tab. Why is that moving? But yeah, man, I need the people to talk to me, man. I need to see where we going. What's the direction, man? What y'all talking? Or y'all just want the doc to flow? Cause you know I could do it. There's about 87,000. No, there's 87 people in here right now. What's the people saying, man? That's the other problem, man. I do too much work in here, man. What do y'all do? Like I literally gotta know, what do y'all do at this point? Y'all just sit there digging in your ear? You know what I mean? I'm just really I'm curious. Like what are y'all doing? Who's in here? Snag. Ayo. Have you watched Street Man Fighter Korean dance series? Absolutely not. You could try to host live lab sessions. People can donate for a song request. You can also give advice back on what you're thinking about while you're moving. I mean, I can talk about that perspective in general right now. I can talk about the idea. I can talk about the aspect of focus. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Focus is extremely. It's the most important aspect a lot of the times. A clear focus. Um, the stream god. Let me see. And no, I'm late. 50 push-ups. Wavy, I see you, my boy. What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you, Wavy? Lord, snag, snag. You a generous motherfucker today. Snag. My man. I need some M's, please. I need some M's. I need some M's, please. Lord. Snag. My man, thank you. This is for a brand new, exciting year, Metal. Keep going, man. There's a copyright riddled battle I wanted to a riddled battle. There's a copyright riddled battle I wanted to recommend. Pigeons versus Sons of Wind 2023 because of pure hip hop music displayed. Maybe a battle react outside stream. Up to you. Nah, we can throw that up on the stream. That's nothing. That's nothing, man. Especially for a $49 bomb attached to it. Prince Wayne, Brother E, Stampede, Tyler, Buckwheat, and the homie T Soup made it to the finals too. But you're right, there's a lot of hip hop dancers people don't know about. Bro, have you heard of Tribal Grounds? There was a hip hop battle in Houston that happens every April. That a lot of just pull up. I mean, is there footage? Is there footage? Is there footage? See, my thing also, okay, so breaking down some of the things within what I recognize. And again, just wanted to shout out Snag for that fat 49 bomb. That's just the beginning. I feel it, man. We gonna end this year off hopefully hitting the goal and getting some gear out. Getting some gear out and hitting the goal, man. Let me actually put that in the title too. He said pigeons. Pigeons. That's what we do. Pigeons. All right. Yeah, pigeons. Whoa. Is it not up technically? It don't go up until I oh no, there it go right there. I'll change it later. We'll see. Yeah, pigeons. What's that supposed to strike fear? Is that a pigeon? You know, what's that supposed to? The footage, right? Okay. So one of the things I was thinking about is just the fact that a lot of these things can happen, right? A lot of these things can happen, and I'm talking about that event specifically. I believe I know what you're talking about, but I kind of don't. And so I'm thinking about it. Uh-oh. Kuzan with the 10. Way to go, bucko. My man. With the 10. Let me put you on, bro. T-Soup, one of the best hip-hop dancers in the U.S., no cap. He just need to travel more. We gonna watch it. My thing with the battles right now that happen out here is there is not enough marketing. There is not enough marketing, like whatsoever. I mean, at all. No marketing. So when things like this happen, right, especially to have all them people, why is it that I have seen nothing for it? Why have I not seen no footage for none of that? You got to explain that to me, because for what I know they are, like, being talented motherfuckers, it's just super unfortunate that somebody can go through all that, do all the work, maybe have some of the most fierce rounds, but they only are going to be the ones posting it on their own page. And more than likely, they don't have a big following. You know what I mean? And so when I'm expressing certain things in regards to, like, what it is that's missing, there is not enough media coverage. What I do is essentially create, like, an outlet. And what I feel like is also necessary is just you need a brand itself, which is whoever probably put on that event, to be constantly putting out things. I mean, you need to put out so much things to get people familiar with, like, who these people even are, essentially, for the ones that just don't know. You know what I mean? And I feel like in terms of doing that, the dancers themselves are already trying to build up their own brand. But then there's also things in place that like happen within the event itself, or the reputation from the event. Like, nobody knows the event, and then nobody even watches the battle. And then the people that are dancing don't even have enough of the attention on their name to generate views. So, like, I think about it like this in context. When I'm watching certain events, if Rubik's is at the event itself is not even pulling. Like, if it's like, unless it's like one of the big three, Summer Dance Forever, Fusion Concept, Battle Bad, or something like that. You know what I mean? Then, of course, you bring in the event itself, brings in views because people already understand the event, or like have an expectation towards the event itself. But when you see people, or you see an event that just doesn't even have anything like a connection to the people, my boy, that's what I'm talking about, man. Facts on them, homie. Get subscribed, man. Get subscribed. Stop playing, man. I know y'all be watching the doc. Y'all be in the palace, man, trying to get all the snacks, trying to eat all the Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? Drink all the juice. You be trying to kick your feet up in here. You ain't even subscribed yet. Now you can get in here, man. You can get some water and sit down. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have more media coverage, man. There has to be, you have to build it up in some sort of way to allow people to even understand what it is. Because in the moments where the event takes place If within this next week or two, you have not been pushing shit to generate enough attention around what it is you even put out or paid, or like you organize this whole thing and don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. Now, if the key is to be underground and just keep it, tight knit, then whatever. That's calm. That's calm. That's calm. I think everybody do that though. So that's the problem. If only some people do that, and some people wanted to gain more attention, similar to like what my brand can represent. Like I'm looking for not attention, but I'm trying to gain more of an audience to be able to bring awareness to the people that I want to be able to talk about in certain videos or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Great One-Eighters did a great job. Go look at their YouTube, buddy. Go look at their YouTube. So I'm not gonna knock them for the attempts that were made to create awareness around the event, because that was valid. That was valid in terms of the marketing. But the reason why I specify the importance of it is because go look at the battles, man. Go look at the battles, even from Freestyle Session. Them motherfuckers either got 5 views, 10 views, maybe max 37 views. Because don't nobody watch them joints. Great One-Eighters is not worldwide to the point of like people just being hip to who that channel is and coming there for battles, for content, for updates on something, like, or just having a perspective that resonates with the youth. Like it's not even me saying it don't work. I'm just saying just go look at the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like go look at it. And it's not a disrespect to anybody, because even my channel still struggles in the ways that I see it for me personally. But at the same time, I can only look at some of the numbers that are displayed on certain channels that where we put on an event and then they go upload the footage and don't nobody watch it. Don't nobody watch it. You know why? Because don't nobody know the people dancing, and don't nobody know your event, and don't nobody know your channel. Don't nobody know it. That's not me taking a stab at it. That's just what that is. But it's unfortunate because you go through all that work, and so you can build the awareness of the people that actually showed up, which I never know. I'm not out here pocket watching nobody, so I don't know how these people be eating when they put on an event itself, and then what do they get back from it to be able to break even or whatever that the goal was for them. But essentially, once it gets into that online shit, you're not even finna break open a new barrier, more so realistically, because nobody's watching it. But see, realistically, so even that's a thing. That's why sometimes that's how hectic it can get. Maybe they built their Instagram following, but not their YouTube following. But then realistically, just thinking about who they're actually reaching and the numbers and the consistency behind what they put out, I don't know if that's there. I don't believe that to be there, personally. Like, I don't believe that to be a thing. Beast Camp is someone that I recognize as putting out frequent battles, talking about what it is that he does for his online website within the tutorials, the collaborations, the engagement to go to different communities. I think that's one of the biggest aspects too. You got to put yourself out there. If you only do stuff from the vantage point of being able to put your stuff out, and you're not, like, when something else is happening, you're not there. And I'm not talking about as a gig. I'm talking, oh my God. Lord. Dallas said, much love. That's it. That's it. Hey, bro, man, I really appreciate that, man. It's just, like I told y'all earlier, it just hit different because of the people. Like, if I know you, it always feel what it feel like, but it's just different because I'm just like, damn, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's someone I actually done seen. You know, I know him, shook hands, gave a hug. You know what I'm saying? Rapped about dance or whatever. Thank you, man. That's a fat 50, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Even talking to you, because you've been in other things. You've been in commercials. I believe I've seen you. Or I know you've done things. You know what I'm saying, Dallas? And that's why there's other perspectives that I'm saying. even talking to people in the choreo space from a business minded perspective of how they approach their brand as a choreographer, or trying to pick up choreography and network to try to get into different shows. There's just certain aspects of things that I feel like oftentimes get missed. Um, but I feel like it's more important now than anything, because the community aspect, this is how I know all this stuff makes sense to me, that you have to focus on some of these things even going into the new year, because um going into the new year you have to be about these things, because the community in which we relied on to be able to, not sufficiently, but to be able to like provide for us in certain ways, which was typically through battles or like the conglomerate to get together with people and connect and dance. That's not really there no more. You can battle for the whole next 10 years straight, and I guarantee you is it's just not finna do what it was doing for people 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I even often tell people, like when I teach, and it might be like a reality check, and I don't want to necessarily crush anybody's um spirits when they're trying to pursue the dance, but oftentimes the stuff that I watched when I was coming up was still happening. You know what I mean? So I can aspire to be in that someday. The things that I feel like people watch now, which is typically, of course, these hip hop battles, more so than anything, I believe. But in a general sense, when you look around, there's not much of what was happening currently happening today. Um, so I would advise that people that want to engage in this, you already obviously recognize that you have an Instagram and you have the content that you want to make. But specifically speaking, like I felt like I never realized that we are a brand. Like before I was Meadows Palace, as a dancer and putting out your videos, that's a product. You understand what I'm saying? I never treated it as that though, because my perspective at the time was I'm just dancing. I'm literally just dancing. So I never really thought of it any differently to actually take care of the things that probably could have set me up way better. Especially when I tell you guys the consideration that I never really gave it when I had my old channel and I was doing better on that channel. I guess I don't really know if in comparison, but I was doing better in that channel 14 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I didn't treat it like a business. And it's not that you have to, but some of the things that are like business related, I feel like is the thing that you should become aware of to better your chances to do anything within the dance, if you want to live off of it type thing, or if you want to be able to create something like events and create a brand that can give back. The only reason why I want to do any of this business related shit within the dance is so I can create opportunity for other people, and also be able to tap in with other people to then also share information, create communities, or just be able to just create conversation, create content around it through conversations, because I feel like that's one of the biggest aspects of this dance that is, it's not used. When people go watch things, people assume so much. They assume off of a win that that's what it means, is valid or proper dancing, because this person won. It creates a system that literally has people go and follow the narrative of whoever won, which is similar to like what a Henry Link said. If this person won that battle and then this battle and then this battle, and then they won the whole thing, what do you think is the outcome? They gonna probably want to dance like that, because that's what got them the win. It's no different than the influence that happens on the gram or TikTok. If somebody goes viral, you know what I mean? You're more so creating an environment where people are gonna copy that structure, because, well, if that got you viral, I mean, shit, I'm trying to go viral. You know what I mean? And that to me is something where I feel like the conversations are so needed, because you can have these people clarify things way more than what you feel like you can assume, or or you make kind of like generalized assumptions around, with no actual context other than just the battle itself. It's just the battle, and the narratives and perspectives are just kind of like up in the air. And sometimes I just feel like the communication, the actual words that come out of like a judge's mouth, and you hold them accountable. I feel like that's something that used to happen. That used to be a thing. Like when styles were like structured, I felt like it was way more rooted in word. Like that's why it was easier to follow. I was telling the homie the other day, a lot of the confusion even people have right now because of how they're trying to go about the dance and they have to question everything, or there's so much information that it's hard for them to process, or because they're hearing so many different things from different people. I never had all these confusions like when I was coming up, just specifically because Kuzan. We're gonna get to a battle, man. We're gonna get to a battle because I've been rapping. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot to talk about. But I wasn't confused because the word, like, it was more like stern and strict and to the point. Like, this was this, so do this, and then you get this, and bam. You know, at least for the foundational perspective, to be able to understand it enough to be able to build a platform under your feet, or a surface under your feet, solid ground to stand on, and then do what you do after. Open up that creative space in your mind, allow yourself to progress in the dance naturally, but then, you know, immerse yourself in your own thoughts and, you know, whatever else. But let's start cracking open some of these battles, man. We got Pigeons versus Sons of Wind. For Olympics, I think it's either going to be like gymnastics, like judges judging a solo showcase and evaluating difficulty, etc., or a classic battle. I hope it's the latter. But see, this is what I mean about the communication aspect of it too, because my natural assumption for anything related to the Olympics is specifically to showcase athleticism. But in the way that they showcase athleticism, you for there to be dancing, you have to educate the people on what they're even watching. What is the structure going to be for whatever it is that they're demonstrating within this battle? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily know. You have to have people understand the music that they're getting off to. You have to understand the technicalities of what someone is doing within the ISOs, the stops, the concepts, the maneuvering of their body, rhythm. There's, man, bro. So the Olympics to me is a stretch to have the general audience just be able to follow what the hell is happening, let alone whatever. Oh, okay, we're back. Let alone whatever, like, whatever the system is in place that the judges will be judging it off of. Because now I don't think you can just have a subjective approach. I feel like it has to be something that's more like direct. Like, it has to be spoken. These are the criterias. What does that look like? It's an interesting vantage point to be able to actually break into that, just to see how dance could be treated something similar to a sport. Or what are the criteria you're evaluating the dancer on to actually now have it make sense? Because now we don't gotta guess like who won. It should really meet these criteria. But how? How do you do that? How do you do that? Dance and interpretation of it and movement and feeling is so subjective. It's like it's to me borderline impossible, unless it's an athletic movement based thing. So tricks or something like that. But then I would just want to see how dance works in that space. I just want to see it. Definitely be aware of the business side of dance, because so many doors can be opened, or can be. Yep. I got you. I just think it's important, man, because a lot of the years that I never even understood what we were actually doing, we were doing business related shit a long time ago as kids, man. We just didn't even know it because it just wasn't told. You know what I'm saying? Or you just wasn't even aware. But let me actually just pull up. What's time, man? Damn! Why did that not show up on here? Hold on. Okay, no, I see. Very entertaining. Love reaction. Love the reaction to the videos. Wish a great year ahead of you. Hey, yo, SG, I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are going crazy right now. With the donations, I wholeheartedly appreciate it, man. I really want to go into this new year with like a lot of good energy and just the things that, like I said, the problems and the good things. Everybody always talk about the problems. I also want to talk about some of the good things, but the love I'm getting from the people right now in terms of the donations to be able to help me financially within everything that I'm doing by myself, you know what I'm saying, and still trying to push through. Like, it just, I'm telling y'all, man, thank y'all. If anybody wants to continue to support, the donation link is pinned in the chat. If that's what you want to be able to do, you can also do like Kuzan and become a member on the Palace. There are certain things I want to be able to do as I build a following, and the the podcast will be probably the first real way that members will be. It'll be exclusive. Like when I do the podcast streams, essentially, members. It will be like a members only chat. You have to be a member if you want to talk to certain people or get in and rap with us type shit. But that's another way, or you can just buy some gear. You can always buy some gear, and we can get, or I can get, I can get that sent out to you with the quickness. But thank you guys for all the love, for real. It really helped a lot. Thank you. Um, oh, 7 days ago. All right, let me see. Let me see something. Cause the next thing that I gotta figure out, man, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff figured out, right? I got a lot of stuff figured out. I don't know who streams. I don't know who on here streams. I got a lot of stuff figured out recently to be able to do stuff now on my desktop with the new enhancements to the setup thus far. But one thing I have not been able to do is figure out how to get audio to come directly out of my PC so it can sound like what it normally sounds like when y'all watch the video, as opposed to hearing it through my speaker and it coming through the mic. If anybody has clarification on that, just to be able to school me a little bit on that, because I just don't want to watch the battle and y'all niggas can't even really, y'all can't hear it. You know what I mean? Y'all can't hear it. Let me just, while I'm at it, take a short little break to insert the Discord, man. I need people in the Discord, man. I need people in the Discord, man. I need active soldiers in the Discord, man. I want to do way more work, and I just know it's gonna take more people to be engaged, more people to be involved, more voices to speak, more voices to create awareness. You tried using an audio interface? Nah, like, because I'm like, so I did buy an audio interface, but that was specifically for my microphone. So there's just things like, I'm not an audio engineer, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things I don't know, so I don't know if that audio interface was gonna help me within the problem that I was just speaking on, but that I would kind of feel stupid if it would, because I literally just returned it. Because this mic does fine on its own through USB, but I'm definitely trying to figure out how to resolve that in a way to be able to show the battle but not have the audio come out my speakers like that. Let me do this. Let me bring the speakers over here closer to this side. Cause see, like, I don't have no desk speakers, like no speakers for my computer. I gotta like hook this shit up to these speakers, and these speakers don't even work unless I have it plugged in. Like, my setup is still janky, but we make do.
Power on.
Huh?
Bluetooth connected.
Bluetooth connected. It's gonna be a little delayed though. That's the only thing I be hating. I don't think the quality. Let's just test it out, man. Let's just test it out and see. Let's just test it out and see. I think the input of your mic and the other sounds need to be connected to one. But see, that's what I mean. Like, I gotta like figure that setup out with the inputs and the outputs and how everything works, just to be able to try to figure out if that connects. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not entirely sure.
Don't worry, y'all. I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back. This nigga said, Meek, what you looking at? All right, I gotta go charge this battery pack now. That is gonna be mad annoying. I gotta constantly charge the battery. All right, let's see, man. Let's see. This dude said, Meek, what the fuck you looking at? All right, let's check this shit out, man. Huh? Who is this? I don't know, but let's watch him work. Nice. Smooth. Huh? I see you. I see you. Hey. That was clean. There's a solid smooth round. Nice. Hey, nice. Whoa. Damn. Hey. Is he just juking? Memphis. Nice. Hey. Hey, I'm here with it. I'm here with it, man. That's not this. That's why I said, like, the round he threw was calm. The round he threw, right, it was calm. I feel like in certain instances, people also have to understand, like, there's nothing wrong with a round. And in cases where, oh boy didn't do nothing to stand out. Like, it wasn't loud, but it definitely it was smooth. It was solid. The consistency even within it, or the flow that he was kicking, it's just automatically Luciano. He already had like switches and variations of rhythm, or just in terms of the delivery, the build up even of like certain combination of moves. So the layers was more complex, but in that comparison, it's still not to look at what old boy was doing as anything like wrong. It just the bar he set was kind of mid. That would probably be the only aspect. So you can recognize someone could easily top that though. That's more so what that was to me. But oh boy, that was a good first exchange. I'm still here with it. I'm still here with it. Wait a minute. Didn't y'all say that was Brittany Griner the other day? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is her fresh out of jail. There. Nice. Hey. Nice. Nice. Hey. Smooth. Nice. Hey. I like that. Hey, someone let me know, man, how the audio looking too? It's not the best setup yet, but is it coming through clear for y'all? James, talk to him. Talk that talk to him. He said I does this. Hey. Nice. Smooth. Nice. That was fire. See, to me, he had more of a solidified moment in just impact, to me. Like, I feel like evenly, I would consider like what they did as like a tie. But to me, like that impact that he had, that was fire. But I would still look at it as a tie. I think they were both just solid in what they delivered. Oh, yo, and y'all played the OG shit. Mobb Deep. Yo. See, this is my thing too. Y'all DJs don't really understand, man, how many people would fuck with the idea of listening to real hip hop shit. I mean, I think, you know what I'm saying? Aside from the phonies that just only come up on the beats, there's so many fucking raw tracks that niggas just don't play. There's so many. Like, the fact that they geeking out over this, you know why? One is because it's never fucking played. It's rare that a nigga will throw on some shit like this. You know what I mean? Rare. This track right here is fire, man. Let's do this, man. Now I'm hyped. You better get busy on this, man. Do not waste this track. I see that. This is what he said. He said this right here. He said. That's what it. Did he not? I like that. I'm going out blasting, taking my enemies with me. Ah! I'm a look. That was small. I saw that. We see walking or what? What we doing? Smooth. Nice. He hit that again. That was good. I'm not gonna lie, the round is beatable. Off this song, I love like how you could kill it. Nice. Oh shit. Nice. Oh. Sick. 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 I like this person right here. The consistency even in the song though too. The consistency is there throughout the movement, within the flow to the track. He's not like literally going through so many aspects within the music, but the consistency still makes it feel good. For me, I'm here with it. Oh boy, it was nice. Like to me, even. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Like when I'm considering when a certain song is played, I feel like that does bring an immense amount of pressure to a person because realistically, and again, this is more so when I'm thinking about the things that I was talking about earlier, that or like what I alluded to, which is the focus. Because when I'm thinking of like how you need to focus, you can just naturally think about what it is you feel when you hear a song played. You can't think about too much of the other stuff, even though we can. A perspective we can talk about after. Like when a track come on, when a certain track come on, and y'all know what the tracks are. Like you just feel it. You know everybody in the fucking room blows the fuck up when it comes on. You know you gotta go to work. Not like overexert yourself. That don't mean just go in there and just throw a whole bunch of energy. But in the ways in which, and this is why I really can't wait to try to aim within this next year also to create the series that revolves around understanding music. The way in which I was specifying the consistency, like, oh boy, I felt like he was just going through a fluctuation of things that could make the rhythm in which he was committed to just feel more chopped and resetish. So in the ways in which I tell you guys about the movement is the most obvious reset because you can see literally someone just throw away a move. But you can reset within the music or your transitions to how you connect to certain aspects of the layers within the song. It doesn't flow seamlessly, or it's just something to where the inconsistencies of your flow don't create an overall flow within the track to make everything feel connected or seamless. So like, oh boy, in the yellow, he was just cooking. He was able to accent certain things, but it never took away from his overall consistency. Whereas sometimes the dude in the white was hitting random patterns, but the overall consistency wasn't the same. Like it just wasn't it wasn't as seamless. It's not that any of it was problematic. It was just literally the difference of how someone was trying to maybe do too much and someone stuck to a specific pattern that allowed it to seem as if it was more consistent than the other. As far as my interpretation of the dude in the yellows round versus the dude that went first. But when that song come on though, I feel like it almost create like somewhat of a bias. Like literally to me, when I hear certain songs, I feel like it creates an energy that does lead to expectation. And then if you kind of throw a butt round, I feel like not only am I more critical because the song, I'm like looking for like, where's the you you didn't hit nothing. I'm just like, damn, it don't necessarily mean you have to hit the patterns of what I think, but in certain occasions where I'm just hearing there's so much that you could attack, I'm just like, damn, you just really fumbled, my boy. I don't know. It's Talib? Talib Kweli? Nice. 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 Smooth. Nice. Wow. Huh. Nice. Oh, nice. He said, wow. Wow. See, okay. I guess the only difference that I feel though is like I somewhat appreciate the other dude because the grooves in which he implemented and the moves felt more like organic. This whole round to me was like big bang overload. Nigga just kept dropping like some move that obviously is having all the people cheer or react and whatever. But it didn't feel as rooted in the dance. Even when I saw him go back to a bounce, it felt like that was the reset to me. He would do some death-defying thing, but it's not like when he dropped, stay here, play on the ground, switch up his rhythms. It wasn't the transitions and how he utilized everything to me became redundant, while also just not feeling organic to just developing a flow and a groove to then allow your moves to just carry you into other things and just do stuff. But this felt like when the twins be doing just signature after signature, move after move after move after move after move after move. So I think I almost appreciate old dude's dance more. But in certain occasions, I feel like I understand the battle like mentality or what I would think people would give the win to because the overall performance of dude was better. It was like the attack was better, the the loudness and what he was able to establish was better. But sometimes that's where I get confused. I don't necessarily know what we base some of these wins off of at times. And of course, that can go for me too, because it's all from a subjective perspective. But objectively, I would think he would win because of what I think people look for in a battle, how I believe people assess around in a battle. But me personally, I think I would rock with the dude in the hat. I think I would rock with the dude in the hat on that one. Just because it just felt like overkill. Like Luciano just constantly going to things within moves that maybe for me in my mind make me think, oh, that was cool, oh, that was cool, oh, that was cool. But necessarily the dance to me wasn't that solid. Nice. 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 Hey, talk back to him. You saw how he was coming at you? Sick. I fuck with the energy. Nice. Hey. I like that. I like that. I like that. We got a battle right now. Hold on. It's rare that I see this type of energy. Yeah. Yep. Hey, tell your boys to get back, man. Y'all creating hype. Y'all creating hype. Let him cook. Let him cook. Y'all creating hype, man. Chill. Nice. I don't know. I am leaning more towards Brittany on that one. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Brittany because the bar that she or he, to be honest with you, I can't really tell, set, James just matched it. That's like the accents of what I already recognized he would be on was just the same thing. There was nothing that solidified something. It was a nice, he had nice coverage around the stage. I don't know. Yeah. Nice. hit these niggas like, ooh, hit these niggas up, me like, ooh, hit these niggas up, me like, ooh. That dude always got some funny stuff in his round, don't he? Push these niggas off me like, Nice. We popping? What we doing? We pop locking? Hey, bro, you look like you pop locking to me. Dude looked like he was kind of pop locking. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My motherfucker got some air on that one. Wow. This round might already be over. Wow. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. Sick. Sick. Yeah. Eminem. Sick. Sick. I lost count of who got what. So I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think, man? Don't tell me who y'all know won because you watched the video already. Tell me what you think, man.
I want everybody to stand up. Simply out of respect for the judges, the DJ, the whole organization, I want to give a big shout out to the king and queen of the culture of hype and hope, Gio and Marsha. And baby girl princess.
Hey.
It's thanks to them that we have this.
Hey, just think about it. The culture. What is it? What is the culture of hype? The culture of hype and hope. The culture of the palace. The palace of hype and hope. The culture. We're gonna figure it out.
For over big account. Remember, y'all, the 7th and the 8th of January. If I'm correct, it's in Tivoli. Or is it here? The Helling, Tivoli, the Helling, where the previous one, and I'm gonna host both.
Hey, that's Captain.
So,
How the fuck I not see his big ass the whole time?
we're gonna count off. Okay, all right. I'm gonna stand up too. From 10, here we go. 10.
Uh-oh. What the people finna do? Oh, damn. We get another one? Coach K, tell me you saw the video without telling me you saw the video. You know what I'm saying? I know you saw it. I know you saw it. You saw the video already. Let me talk to the people real quick, man. Haven't heard this beat in years. What's going on, Arkeys? What's going on, HB? J God, what's going on? Yugen, I think Orange Dude took that round. Orange Dude, who we talking about? Trump. We got Brian up in here, Mr. Nobody. We got Troy Goodlow, Blessings King, just came through to hit the like and. Uh-oh. Why does it do? I gotta figure out what that setting is to why it does that. Just came through to hit the like and say Happy New Year. Yo, I appreciate that, man. For real. Thank you. Thank you, man. Like, for real, for real. Just the thought of you saying, like, I can't even stick around, potentially. I think that's what I got from it. But you finna pull up just so you can show some love and hit that like button. Thank you, man. There's not too many people like you left on this earth, man. So I appreciate you, man, in a real way.
One game to represent.
Uh-oh. It's the final showdown.
1 minute each.
Who you got dancing from your squad?
Whether you dance with the three of you, or the two, or the one.
If
1 minute.
hello?
There's 1 minute.
Lord, man.
All right.
If it's me, I might have. If I'm pigeons, I think I don't know, oh boy, but he the one I think I like the most. I think I might go with oh boy in the yellow. Like that's the one I might have for that squad, and probably Brittany or the first dude from my other squad. That's what I'm thinking. I can get Luciano. If I said 2 for the other squad, I think Sons of Wind, Brittany, and the dude with the bucket hat, and then Luciano. But first the dude in the yellow or Luciano. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes. Okay. We need to respect the battle for. So choose wisely because you have a minute. It doesn't mean you have to put out one that is the same. All right. Where's my crowd? Because this is the time. Who wants to take home the title? Let's do this. DJ Christian, you ready? All right, dancers, battle cats. Are you ready? Are you ready? I am. DJ, I'm ready. 1 minute each.
Let's make something happen, man. Bum shickety bum bum. They really played this? Bum shickety bum bum. It look like Brittany going? No disrespect. No disrespect. All right. Bum shickety bum bum. All right.
Who's gonna take it?
All right. I mean, this is what I just mean. Like when you have it's I don't want to nitpick it. It's just when you, it's like certain songs. If y'all know what I'm saying, like when a song come on, it's like you automatically have to do something. I just feel like you have to, but not literally have to do something. But I just feel like it further kills the moment when you're not executing. Not in ways people expect you to. You don't have to conform. It just feels like that would only benefit you to attack those specific parts. That's just what I'm thinking. But huh? Uh-oh. I like that, though. I like that. That was smart. That was smart. That was smart. Nice. There you go. Play that. Now that's smart. Okay, I like this. Nice. That was fire. That was fire. That was fire. Fire. He beat all three of y'all. Damn. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Lord. Oh, nah. That's all three of y'all. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Whoa! Oh my Lord. Am I inverted? Which way am I? Because am I pointing the wrong? Hell no. I'm inverted, I think. Oh, I was pointing the wrong way the whole time. No. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. What?
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for organizing this super dope event. Thank you for coming out all the way from, I don't know,
Nigga.
Belarus, Belgium, all the places, Sweden, Europa, Amsterdam, Den Haag. Hey, thank you guys so much. See you on the 7th and the 8th on February, a bunch of hype and hope. Make sure you're ready. Have a blessed night, yo. Sons of wind, take the wheel. Can I get a round of applause?
What the fuck just happened? Oh, nah. Oh, nah, that one real life had me confused. There's rare times where I feel like, okay, there's some perspective that I could understand. And that one, I didn't even have any faults with because I was happy with how they delivered their round. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really like they did a good switch up, like to establish that they set a good bar. You know what I mean? Like or a bar that was high. They set the bar high. It was nice. And then I just thought Luciano already kind of cooked the whole thing. James came out and it was hitting some of the nice pockets within the music for the short period of time. And then oh boy, I don't know. Oh Lord. Lyricism, I think the only I mean, yeah, it was the last two. But if you're gonna say lyric play was good, I mean that's what Luciano did. With the degree of difficulty being there, but he also kept it consistent. And what I felt like he did the second round, I felt like he was just overkill, just throwing moves. But in the way he committed to something and actually sat in a pocket and then let that develop to actually accent something within the music as well, to me made it to where it was like it made more sense. It didn't feel like he just compromised whatever he was doing just to go in and set up something else. He literally stayed in pocket and then actually killed off. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun. I was like, yo. I could see the rush aspect that you're saying, Meek. But I'm just not seeing what made it to where they lost. I'm not seeing where they lost. Even a rushed feel in a dance, I could see how it can have an effect on something, but I don't see where they lost. Yo, that's crazy. My man said they need their licenses revoked. Wow. It's rare that I feel like I even see these type of calls that literally just have me like confused. Yo, is there a place where we can have judges renew their license? I'm confused, bro, and it's no disrespect to anybody. I'm just wholeheartedly confused. Like, what did I miss? What did I not see? It had to have been some like in-person shit that you just I don't know. And I'm not even trying to get caught off the hype. It's just he literally established like a solid introduction to the round. Like with Luciano, I don't know. Like objectively, I don't know. I can't see it. I don't see it. Wow. That threw me. That threw me right there. Like I'm a little confused. Whoa. What's going on first? Alex, now this, I was going to watch that with y'all again because people was talking in the comments saying Boo Boo had energy, right? And I'm like, I seen this. I watched Boo Boo's first round and it looked like he was just going through the motions. Like he barely even did anything. And then he went to his ground moonwalk backward thing. But that was like about it. And so in terms of like even the understanding of like when people want to utilize certain aspects of what can be given to a round, but then they solidify like that component to be the difference between why this person won. And I'm like, what energy was Boo Boo given that made it to where it was like, oh yeah, Boo Boo won. Like, okay, he had energy. And I feel like it was to the degree of it being like a little bit more. It wasn't like this dude Boo Boo was out here going buck wild. I understand energy because in that first round that he did at Summer Dance Forever, and then the second round, you clearly get the difference of energy. But in the way that the way he carried himself in that battle, it's like they was both kind of cooling. It wasn't like Boo Boo was out there throwing and you know, like really exerting himself, but he was kind of coasting through it. Damn. We could barely see what who was doing, Snag. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not gonna say anybody is wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. That's tough, man. You could barely see what Boo Boo was doing. I mean, but you see enough, like you can get general understanding of what a person is doing. But if it's energy, I can see if it's energy. He's facing the judges, and I mean, like in terms of like the movement that's being displayed, it's still not as if I'm missing like a bunch of things that just make it out to be like that's why he won. Like I feel like if you just had a different perspective to see what he was actually doing, it's not anything that different. Like that much of a difference to where it's like, oh yeah, if I would have saw that, for sure he won. I feel like you can generalize when someone is doing something and like you have an understanding of like I can't see some of the intricacies if they're literally doing stuff like within a way where it's detailed and hella minute, but that's not even Boo Boo. So no, but man, that one threw me. I did not see that. Wow. What was the other one man was saying? Wow. Kuzan, you still here, buddy? I can't grab links from here. Like it's not clickable. So I have no way of finding that video. If you're here, Kuzan, talk to me, man. Talk to me. Wow, that one, man. I want to watch the official Nike battles. Snag. The official. Kuzan, I need the name of the battle. I need the title. I can't click links. T-Soup versus Tyler. All right. Wait. There's official footage? Cause I know y'all was sending me bootleg butt videos from the stands or something. Like, I need that real footage. All right, let me see. He said, if we consider all rounds, right team have more groove overall for sure, but the left team took more risk and their technical level and beat killing is way better. That's definitely a perspective for sure. Yusuf, hey Meadows, hope you're having a great day. Just join. What are we talking about today, man? We just got finished watching this battle, man. Pigeons versus Sons of Wind, and that one threw me, man. Fam, that Concrete versus Ruck Boy was bananas. We already watching that. That was on my list regardless. See, man, look, man, I go pull up this T-Soup versus Tyler. 150 views, 28 views. It's just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Which one would you have me watch, though, Kuzan? Because there's two. There's two. Which angle look better? Which angle look better? That's just the unfortunate aspect of it. Like, this 28 view type shit, that's typical, and 150 ain't no better. It's just, it can't be like that, man. It can't be like that. But I hope you having a smooth day too, Yusuf, man. I appreciate you for being up in here, man. We finna watch this other battle right here, man, to see what these cats is dishing out, man. It's some of the best people in the U.S., but it just don't necessarily they don't get the light shined on them like they need. The angle matters. Oh, most definitely it do. Most definitely it do. Oh, okay, I remember this. Because Stampede was here. But it looks like Nike doesn't care about official footage. I could watch it live from a commented stream on Twitch, and it sucks ass. Niori Nova. Nova is the one I've been seeing on the gram. Yes, has a great individual videos, but it's been a while since the battle has happened. So see, my thing is, I'm gonna talk about that as soon as we finish this, because I was gonna talk about it on the last stream, and I've alluded to it. I feel like in the stream prior to that, and also thank you for the 5 snag. But I want to talk about it heavily. Like we were talking about business related things. I want to talk about that specifically right after this. This is a quick battle. Nice. 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 I don't think I ever seen old boy right here. Nice. I was like, where's the beat? DJs, man. DJs piss me off, man. I don't even know what to say because I feel like he couldn't cook, man. The track was half gone. I hate when DJs do that, man. I hate when DJs do that.
Give us a Tyler and T2, yo. Give us some energy, yo. Word up. 3, 2, 1.
I hate when DJs do that. I don't even care. Like, Calm, they gave it to him. I feel like it doesn't even make sense. Like, he had some of the aspects of the beat to me that made more sense towards the beginning, but damn near he had no beat for, like, most of his round. That shit is garbage. That shit is garbage. Oh, y'all didn't even see nothing. Wait, did y'all? No, y'all didn't. Oh, damn, y'all looking at the... Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Okay. All right, we can... Okay, all right, well... I mean, yeah, we can... Play as fuck up, you know, I mean... Philip has some nice comments, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice plant you have over there. Now y'all want to talk. When I'm trying to get y'all niggas to talk, now y'all don't got nothing to say. But now y'all got all the little jokey jokes. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. We can watch it again. You got me. Nice. Nice. So just from a Lord, just from a rhythmical, just from like the a rhythm perspective, like or focus on rhythm, it just felt like a little bit flatter in terms of like again when there's certain songs based on how I can watch it and be outside of the battle to not have all my emotions that take over when you're in an actual battle, anxieties or whatever. There were just the certain songs where it's just everybody knows what to recite or certain aspects of when you should be attacking certain parts. And I felt like my man's was just more so just coasting through it than attacking. And maybe the most intricate aspect of what he did in the track was here. Why do you do this? So like the wordplay took me to court, you know what I'm saying? Like there's an aspect of what you could play with and how you approach it, and you play around with the words or you play around with the spacing throughout the words to utilize your movement to like accent it or to be able to represent it like in a specific way that creates like a different approach to your overall flow. So in that particular moment, that was probably the nicest part. But there's just too much flow going on in Biggie's approach to where there's so much different layers that I feel like could be created within your movement to switch between the lyricism as well as the overall beat. But my man's just kind of played it safe. Execution-wise, it's still calm though. Nice. Bro, this nigga, and then it's over. That's a trash system. Not only does he win, which to me, it's just an overall fucked thing. Tyler got most of the track, danced to it. His overall round wasn't as organically. I don't know how to say it. It just felt more of like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It had a couple little moments, but his maybe was more like ingrained in the music to make like natural movement just constantly progress and flows and whatever else. But then most of the rounds, nigga didn't even get nothing on the track. There was nothing there. Maybe his personality with the money aspect of it, but there was just nothing there. And then not only does the music aspect of it kill this dude's round to me, then this nigga wins. Give it for Tyler and T-Suit, y'all. Give him some energy, y'all. Word up. 3, 2, 1. Then this nigga wins. And it's, again, not necessarily anything to like what this is to me. I just see this as like the whole thing is just garbage. I really didn't feel like I got to see him cook because the beat was stripped half of his round. And then not only did I not get to see that, he wins over Tyler. I don't know. I didn't like it. Yugen. What? Yugen. What the fuck? You just crept up in here? You didn't think nobody was gonna see that? Appreciate you, man, for becoming a member up in the palace, man. Way to show support, man. I appreciate that in a real way, man. Coming from the doc.
I'm looking dead at you, man. Thank you. Oh man, thank you for that, man. Yeah, I hate when DJs do that, man. If you're gonna play the track and you know the track, why the fuck you gonna have it to the part where most of the beat is stripped, and then you just don't leave nothing for the person to be able to really cook with, and then you gonna bring it back right when the niggas round is over. Y'all niggas should be fired on the spot. Y'all should be fired on the spot. If that, I mean, it could be. I would ask Buddha. I'd be like, Buddha, for real? I'd be like, Buddha, for real, like that. Like, it's not towards you. This teach me principles. Then, when somebody's spinning on the wheels, you know what I'm saying, and you saying you get the part of the track where there is nothing in it, dead ass silence, or just lyrics playing now. But the person before you got all the kicks, all the snares, all the hi hats. They got everything. So again, I feel like it's not even a name-based thing. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it was Jesus himself. I'm finna sit here and rap with you and be like, bro, for real? Is that valid? That you can strip mostly everything, 90% of the track, and give this nigga about most of his round with nothing in it other than the lyrics, a cappella, and you bring it back on the 5, 4, 3. That's valid? That's what I want to know. That's all I want to know. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. I'm just like, hey, you know more than me. You know more than me. I'm just telling you as someone that just experiences that stuff, and I'm in it too, just like you. I'm not the OG, but I get confused by that, you know. So I want to step to you, just be like, yo, for real, like. That's valid as a DJ. Like, I don't care where. I don't care anywhere on the planet. To drop a track and they get most of the break and you never bring it back to the one just to go ahead and give them back the beat so they can actually cook, especially if the first nigga had it. I don't rock with that. But maybe he can school me on something that I didn't know. Clearly he not going nowhere. It's fucking Buddha Stretch. That happened to me recently where I got a trash part of the beat. And I feel like as a DJ, you're just supposed to know that. That's just my perception of what I believe. Like, when you know your track, or even after the first 8 count of the silence, loop that shit right back. Loop that shit right back. I feel like it just kills the momentum. It makes a dancer have to force things because there's just not much there. It's damn near a metronome. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. We off it. Nike, man. Nike. I talked about this earlier, man. And me talking about the business related things, Metal, I have to go, but peace, stay blessed. And I think you really like that battle. Rug Boy went crazy. I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna watch that next, as a matter of fact. The Nike joint, man. I feel like that's just one of those battles done right. It's just one of those events done right. It makes me wish I was at that event more than just watching the battle itself. For a multitude of different reasons, man. For a multitude of different reasons. It's not even more so just because it's another battle. It's how the battle was set up with the people that was there to represent that had me the most intrigued, because they really represented to me in a way that put so many people not necessarily on, but like, again, highlighted cats that was handing out heat. You know what I'm saying? Handing out heat. Really coming for y'all neck, like really showing y'all, again, what I talk about a lot is authenticity. Bringing out valid cats, bringing out people from the cloth, bringing out people from the soil. Not even necessarily just a US based thing, but like, if you're gonna talk about a style, you got the right people to represent that style. You got the people that are authentic to that style. You got the people that is like a part of the pillars of that style. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that Nike event really just
That Nike event, man. That Nike event was, to me, like, done right. It was just done right. Jesus gliding on the dance floor. I feel like it's better to have lyrical beats that can go longer than 2 minutes with words. Of course, I mean, lyrical approaches on tracks always give like an added, like a benefit to like a track. If you it just adds an extra layer, but it adds so much variations in rhythm because of how they might utilize their vocals within the beat. But nah, man, the Nike event, man, to see people get exposed to the styles and see them go up against maybe some of the bigger name dancers in the dance battle scene, you know what I mean? Or just to see like people hit that floor and really showcase more of what people don't really get to see because they're just ignorant to what exists. You know what I'm saying? They like to stay in their box and only address or acknowledge like certain styles, but you like when your favorite dancer rips off those styles and uses a fraction of the movement from that style, but you don't want to dive into the style. You don't want to understand the style. So I fuck with the fact that somebody brought these people to the front and was like, yo, y'all gonna see him today. Y'all gonna see him today. You know what I mean? But then not only does it create like the awareness to the style and those people, to me, it made me even fiend for it because of how they were marketing it. So again, we got Nova blasting all individual rounds from various people, and then they pop up on your timeline because of how Nova is is um is like tagging the people. Like it's that partner type thing where it's like if you accept it, then if we follow the person that they're tagging type thing, it'll show up on our timeline because it's like they posted it type shit. So it's like I don't even follow Nova, but I follow the people that they're showcasing from that battle, and I just keep seeing the quality of the videos and the work from the people that's dishing out the rounds, and I'm like, yo, Cootie was behind the stream, but she hasn't communicated since. I mean, I already figured she'd be someone that's involved in that just because I understand from talking to Cannon like the role she plays in a lot of these things, so I wouldn't even be surprised. But to me, it reminded me more so of things that happened back in the day. Back in the day, we did not have access to stuff just off rip. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like, again, I used to tell you guys even from the perspective of watching Just A Boo. Just A Boo did not release footage on the tube. Just A Boo was like, if you're not here, brother, I mean, you might be able to get someone's solo recorded footage, but you're not getting no official footage from Just A Boo themselves. You're not getting that high quality right up front on stage. You know what I mean? That's even why they brought Yak. And that was just a rare moment. But imagine we didn't get to see that twins battle that everybody know. Like, cause that was just a thing. They did not, but they showed that one. That was a great marketing to be able to get people's awareness to actually want to go. To go buy that ticket to actually be there. But now all I'm doing is fiending. I'm fiending for that footage, man. And I don't want to watch no bootleg shit. It just seems as if it was done right, backed up by Nike, proper representation, authenticity, fire rounds I've seen, and I can't even watch the whole thing, man. I'm over here bugging. I'm over here like anticipating when is this shit releasing. And even if it never releases, it's just things that we just talk about. Look how the word of mouth spreads. You know what I'm saying? We talking about it. It's just like, damn, man, I wish we could see it. I wish I was there. Da, 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 da. And I didn't even know nothing about it. I don't even know when it naturally took place. Because it was so low key, bro. I did not see nothing. I did not see nothing happening. It felt like it happened on some real underground shit. And you like, what? When did that take place? It's all about marketing. It was, man. It was. Okay, it was. I was real life just like caught up in everything that they were showcasing and the people involved and how it was being represented and the rounds that was being thrown out. I first got hip to it cause this hold on, man. Let me see if I can find it. Probably not. Yeah, I got him right here. I got him right here. I got him right here. Why does it be bugging like this, though? All right, there we go. There we go. All right, peep this shit, man. Just watch me cook. Nah. That's your life. That's your life right there. You're dead. Jimmy said, you see that, you see that, you see that. Prince. Getting some of that New York treatment. Wow. Wow. This shit not even real, bro. He said, voila. Night-night. Night-night. It's a New York takeover. Bruh. This the first one I see. This the first one I see. You see this, automatically that trigger in your brain go off. And you like, yo, where the footage at? That's all you saying. Where the footage at? That's all you saying in your mind. In your mind, that's all you saying. And you can't watch it. You can't watch it. You can't watch it. It don't exist. It don't exist. Not on the internet, not right now. It don't exist. And you just sit there fiending. You like, what the fuck? How do I watch it, man? How? Then you see another clip of somebody else. Then you see another clip. You're like, what the fuck? I'm seeing all these clips. Where the footage at? Where is it? You can't watch it. You can't watch it. You can watch that clip you want over and over, and you just feel like you missed out. You feel like you missed out on the experience of what took place. I mean, realistically, even if we watched it on the video, we was not finna be as immersed as what that building was like, or like what the people was like in that building. This is one of them joints I would fly to go to. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This clip made rounds, though. This clip made rounds. This clip spun the block, bro. I seen this shit on ESPN. What the fuck? I'm over here minding my own business going through sports shit, and this shit ended up on ESPN. I'm on Twitter. I don't even follow Dan stuff on Twitter. I was just randomly going through my feed and saw this nigga on my feed. I don't never see nothing dance related because I'm so far removed from that. It's like an isolated platform for me. And then this nigga pop up. The shit was making rounds, bro. And I felt like the noise was being generated to be like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Only to find out, now you can't even watch it, buddy. Maybe the next one. Now you like, I hope there's a next one. When is the next one? I hope Nike saw this and was like, yo, man, we got to put bread into this. This is it. An untapped market. This is it. Let me show y'all my man Finn. Let me show y'all my mans. Let me show y'all how we get down in the Carter. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all another one. Let me show y'all another one, man. Let me show y'all another one. My boy, man. I didn't even know he was there. That's the cold part. Where the fuck is he at? Fire round. Fire round. And all it make me want to do is watch more. I didn't even know he was out here. Shit was just mad low key. Mad low key. Where that? Where that? Where that? Where that? Where that? Where that? I kind of can't find it. Wasn't it Nova or something? Not Fashion Nova. What the fuck? Where's the Instagram page for? Now a nigga can't find it. God damn. What's the Instagram page for the Nova people? What is it? What is it? What is it? Shout out to all the people, man, that's involved in that shit, man. Neri Nova? Okay. That's a dude. It's a dude, bro. It's not. Oh, Nova Visual. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed. Not this nigga actual page. Look at my mans right here. So first, y'all saw some light feet. Then I'm gonna show y'all niggas some Chicago footwork. Why am I on Kefton? Am I drunk? Where's he at? Where's my man's at? I want to see these exchanges so bad, bro. Look at the lineup. What? Where's the video? I seen it already. Now I feel like I don't even... it's too much shit. I seen the video, though. My man's had a video. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. Either way, even just looking at this right now, because I've never been on the actual page. I don't know. I don't know where it's at. I just know the homie had a fire round. Am I able to see my likes on here? I don't think I can. Either way, it don't fucking matter. The fact is, there was so much shit. There was so much shit out there, man. I really wish I could have been out there. Or just, I wish there was some way I could connect to that. I wish there was some way there could be some type of coverage. Because the next thing that I want to talk about, hold on. Give me one quick second. I'm finna really dive in onto this shit. And y'all better be here when I get back.
Hello? Hello?
All right, so look, man, then the next thing that I was thinking about, right? The next thing that I was thinking about was the fact that I feel like this opens up a whole thing for conversation. One, there's not too much understanding of how like to really even watch the style, appreciate the style. Because what will happen is you'll see someone like 40 go into a battle and you're judging him from a criteria that doesn't, I don't feel like really applies to some styles. Like you can't watch hip hop and then expect someone within light feet to go about it the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like even Crump to a degree, they have a difference in their approach due to like character, tricks. There's just certain rules in place that Crump has that makes their dance differentiate from other styles. So in the ways that they show off their style, it might look different. It might not even register the same because certain people are looking at the style and comparing it to another style or basing it around something that they're more familiar with. So I feel like it opens up the space for now to like create conversation, create a space to where certain individuals, of course, that are valid within the space to be able to talk about the style, to really break shit down, really help people understand what it is that's even going on, what you even watching. The same way I do the same thing from battles and whatever else. Like have a person really come in here and just kick that science, kick that knowledge to really put y'all on. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it just really opens up the awareness. It opens up the understanding. It creates the opportunity for the style to benefit in just a general way. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to relate to a battle scene perspective, but just overall, the scene can flourish because the understanding is there. You get what I mean? Like to me, you already, like I said, rock with certain cats that utilize techniques or movements within the style, but you don't even really like dive into it to fully understand what it is that the people that actually live the style, breathe the style, really like develop and push the style. You're not even on that type of timing to really like fuck with it. You just like the little samples people be giving you when they do a move or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, there's a lot to digest in this dance shit. And to me, that was just a proper way to show representation. That was a proper way to where like there's certain cats that I never really get to see. I never get to see because they're not in the mainstream battles, but they got highlighted there, and people knew when they saw certain people hit that floor, like whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like they really knew after that. They really knew after that. I feel like Chicago Footwork can go hard on Electro House. The speed is perfect. I mean, Chicago Footwork, they can fuck with a lot of stuff, bro. They can fuck with a lot. They can fuck with a lot. So most definitely, it's just people just aren't hip. People don't show respect. People want to see some of the stuff that they already accustomed to seeing without fully understanding even what the other person is doing. The way that they can cook that fast on their legs like that, and then just have so much variation within how they do, like it's a lot. It's a lot that go into it, man. I really fuck with that event. That Nike event was proper, man. That Nike event was proper. I'm hoping all the people that got that thing set up in place can continue to drop another one. And the only thing I really think they need to do, this is like the main thing. The only thing I think they really need to make sure that they do is just they gotta have me on it. That they just gotta have Metals Palace on board. That's the only other thing. I mean, if they get that, I'm thinking sky's the limit. I'm thinking sky's the limit. If who could stop us? You know what I'm saying? Shaq and Kobe, who could stop us? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm thinking realistically, that's the only thing they got to do because everything else was flawless. Everything else was perfect. Perfect, man. Perfect. Exposure, but not overexposed to the point where you just gave it and then that's it. Now we got niggas fiending, got motherfuckers looking for it. You got people trying to search it up, asking a friend of another friend, hey man, you got that bootleg shit, man. Let me get that, man. Let me get that off you for 10. You know what I mean? Like, but then they just keep hitting you around, rounds and rounds and rounds. And then it's backed up by Nike. 4 dancers, buy dancers type shit. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it, man. What we getting into next, man? What we getting into next, man? What y'all trying to do, man? I feel like y'all getting sleepy on me. Y'all getting quiet on me, man. We hit the 2 hour mark. I could call it. I could call it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to chill with y'all though. I want to see what y'all saying. Let me drop the Discord link, man. Let me drop the Discord link for all the real ones. For all the real ones. Discord link right there for the people to join. Become a part of the Discord. Become a part of the Palace in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Get active. Get busy. Engage. Talk to the people. Best dancers of 2022, man. What we talking about, man? Best dancers. We got some dancers that we think was really out here fucking shit up. Meta, those companies got big budgets. I'm sure you can tap in with one of them to support your ideas. I don't even got the connects, bro. I got a network. That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't even know who was fully involved. Diablo is the one that's getting the spotlight most of what I've saw, but I don't know who's involved. Cause I would most definitely reach out or be able to try to bring another aspect of it from a media perspective of like coverage or like doing interviews or a podcast session around it, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo, Lawrence, what's going on, man? Am I late to the function with practicing? Nah, man, you right on time. I mean, you got 2 hours worth of a stream to watch, but right on time. Right on time, man. We were just talking about that Nike event, man. That Nike event, man, was just solid. Just solid. Paradox did a lot this year. He did. That's the Summer Dance King. I won when I got in. You know what I mean? Who do y'all feel like if y'all had a top three? Who was some of y'all favorites, man? Not just from an entertainment perspective. Maybe somebody that pushed you, like motivational people. Like you just saw some rounds, or you saw the work, you saw development. Just like personal people. It could be. It don't gotta be the Paradoxes and the Rubiks. It could be metal. It could be anybody. You know what I mean? We going into the new year, just breaking a lot of stuff down, man. We unpacking a lot of this shit, man. My vote for Dancer of the Year goes to Fiction, as it should, man. As it should. That dude be working every day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, what's good, cousin? Bro, I mean, you know it's Lakers for life. But these niggas right now, man, I don't know what to say no more, bro. I don't know what to say no more, man. I don't got the answer. Man. I don't know. My vote goes to me. I just don't got the answer no more for the Lakers, man. I don't know. I don't know who Rob weird ass finna bring in. Jeannie don't know what she doing. LeBron damn near finna ask for a trade. Anthony Davis stay hurt. It don't. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Man. We got Toyin. That's valid. Most people's gonna sleep on that. Most people is gonna sleep on Toyin. Most people are finna sleep on Toyin. Raekwon, easy pick for someone that's asserting himself in a way to break down barriers and ascend. Like that to me is like what I fuck with the most, because he passionate. And I'm talking from a stance to me where it's like it could be overwhelming to a lot of people if they just don't take it into perspective to just gain some type of clarity from understanding. Like he a passionate dude, and he want it bad. He wants it. I haven't got busy with him like from a practice standpoint to know his work ethic, but I believe that goes hand in hand because of how much he talks from a place within his heart to like really like be about this shit. And Cozy, oh yeah, most definitely Cozy. I mean, those are three people to me that nobody else is finna name. You know what I mean? Those are names to me that somewhat upset me because I'm like, damn, Toyin, Chef, and Cozy. Y'all don't know him. Maybe Toyin. That's probably about the only one. And maybe y'all know Cozy because she battled Rubik's. But because she battled Rubik's and lost to Rubik's, y'all probably be like, Rubik's beat her. He's better. You know? It's like, damn, man. Let me see. Do you think even for people in the States, it would make a louder impact as a conglomerate if you make a crew? I think crews are dead, first of all. That's just what it is. But that's just because the code from having a crew or like presenting yourself as a conglomerate, it's not even really there anymore. Like niggas don't even carry themselves like that. Niggas got they people, you know what I'm saying, that they just kind of like fuck with, and they'll maybe hit an event here and there, but people don't carry themselves like as whatever that name is. You know what I mean? My dance mentor / teacher, Mario Perez Amigo. You for real? I that just sound like a regular nigga. I just don't. Okay. Shout out to my nigga Mario Perez Amigo. 2023. Let's get Meadows the connections to support the Palace, putting the energy out. That's what it is, man. I've been making a lot of things happen off of the work that I've been doing, and just me just being consistent. But that word of mouth, like I be trying to speak on it too. Like if niggas know something and they feel like they wanna, like Kuzan had that earlier in the stream. He knew Rift was trying to get people to come out and teach popping or whatever that is. It don't even have to be on a teaching perspective. It could be a lot of different things, but I want to work with people. I want to build with people. So if Snag with another 5. Feeling crazy generous today. Blondie versus Mystique on love. Appreciate the 5, man. Now you hella being generous today. I appreciate that, Snag. Thank you. Yeah, man, I want to build like this dead ass. Like everything that I've already solidified right now, I have the groundwork to stand on now. Now it's like I want to take leaps. I want to like build. I want to connect. I want to do shit. You know what I mean? I'm not finna just do reactions for the whole year again. You know what I mean? For example, I don't know. Is there a difference between freestyle and hip hop? For example, there's Blondie and Dimension. I would appreciate the answer. What? Freestyle and hip hop. I'm not even necessarily understanding. I'm not understanding what you mean. Like the difference between freestyle and hip hop. I'm assuming like if I'm just reaching, like freestyle in general is just literally like you being free to express yourself. Like hear the music and you kind of just cook. You know what I'm saying? Like just let whatever organically comes to mind just express yourself. Hip hop is a very specific categorized way of dancing. So you follow the fundamentals, the structures, the principles within the style, and then you allow yourself to like creatively add to that to make it unique and make it you. But freestyle is just free, like you just kind of flowing. It can be structured. It doesn't necessarily have to be structured, but it's literally just you. It's more about the movement than anything, just throwing out movement. All jokes aside, Cudi has been killing it this year. Cudi has shown a lot of growth though over the past couple years. I did want to watch. I'm gonna put it on regardless. I'm finna put it on actually right now. Because I wanted to watch that MT Pop. I wanted to watch that MT Pop versus Cudi. Just don't. That MT Pop shit was crazy. God damn. Let me see. What you said, cousin, will be back? I hope so, man. I mean, I don't think it's happening this year. This the ESPN to dance right here. Yeah, nah, cousin, for real, I done kind of like, I really came up on something, man. I know I had seen you. What was that? Was that Christmas of last year? I forgot what year that was, to be honest with you. I know I just seen you at the park shit. But when I was kind of kicking to you like what I was even doing on the tube, like it's small right now. It's small. I'm getting by off of it though. It's small, but I really came up on some shit. Like not even like in a by chance way. Like a nigga be working, but like what I have established on here and like the ways in which I'm able to connect with people and build and like create and still be engaging and like really break shit down. Like for sure. Like I got something right here. So dead ass ESPN for dance type shit. People, y'all gotta educate yourselves. People overseas ain't the only ones that's good, respectfully. No, for sure. I think that's what makes people have more resentment towards. Oh shit, following the generosity. Here's 5 to get you to 300. Yo, love, K. Appreciate you, and you already a member, man. I even got to give another shout out, man, because I done had some of y'all motherfuckers be members, man, for like the last 19 months. That means niggas have consistently for 19 months been a supporter of the palace. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like whatever their subscription tier is, they just for 19 months straight. Other people, it don't even matter like necessarily how long, but the fact that people be giving like that, like I appreciate y'all for real throughout the entirety of this year. Snag is one of them. K is one of them. You know what I mean? Like Yugen just got put on, but I appreciate y'all to recommit to the months of like supporting the palace in any way possible. But deadass, I feel like people be having resentment towards like other dancers overseas for things that aren't even really their fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just feel like there's no system out here. I think ultimately, like to be honest, law, everybody in general, for the people that are out here. To me, the reason why I feel like the dance is dead out here is because when I look around, bro, there isn't much that is in place or exists to be able to cultivate a community, to cultivate enough attention around the events that are even put out. And there's not even that work ethic to consistently do what is necessary, like the events overseas. Rubik's, it's not his fault. Paradox, it's not his fault. Who else? Luciano, it's not his fault. It's not none of their fault. Like they just be dancing just like the rest of y'all. But it's the things that are in place. They not doing no events. They got people throwing events for them to go to. And then they've been doing it for so long that the culture of hope and hype or hype and hope or hip hop and hope, whatever the fuck it was called. You know what I mean? Like then you know the event now. What events be out here that consistently happen yearly, every couple months, to where like it's built like an awareness to the event itself. What dancers out here, and that's why Fiction damn near is more known than all y'all motherfuckers or all of us, because he just constantly promotes himself. So Fiction built a name for himself, and in most cases we don't have events that are established to where people know them worldwide, and definitely ain't nobody's dance name making no headway to where the next thing is like when I was explaining it earlier, even if it's not a reputable event, like you don't know it, if Rubik's is in it, you will then become aware of it, or it's just gonna blow up where Rubik's has attention, so he's there. Like it's just typically within the ways in which things are marketed. Even when I used to see more often than anything that was ever promoted on like the shit from out here, you even had those people that had those Instagram pages that it felt like it was like I love this dance included, but like all these other type of accounts that felt like it was literally advertisement for the European scene. And I mean they're European, so it's like of course they rocking what they own or whatever. It's just to acknowledge the reality of like the ecosystem that exists within the things that they promote or the things that they create or the things that are for the dancers out there. You know what I mean? Like, but we don't have that because niggas is not doing the work though. Niggas is doing dance work. Niggas is in the kitchen cooking. Niggas is in the lab developing, kind of. I mean, let me whoa, kind of. You know what I mean? Not everybody, but people are. And then it's not necessarily something that people are doing the other work though that's needed. Because we didn't have our OGs solidify enough stuff for us to be able to engage upon, to be able to have something that is consistent for the years to come for our generation and the generation coming after us, if there is any. I definitely don't see a lot of youth, but that's not even the point. It's just more so like there's not a lot of things in place for us. There's not a lot of things established for us. There's not a lot of people taking the initiation to like create these things that are needed, the platforms. It's not enough people leading the charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what I'm getting at. I definitely think there's a lot more people that people need to educate themselves on. But it's kind of like even when I used to have this talk with Stampede, it's like kind of people don't even have proper footage to showcase themselves. People don't have like. I think there's a lot. Law. If you on the Discord, even you can get on here and we can rap too, just to like talk. I think there's a lot of community and a lot of potential growth over here within the street culture. However, the financial gain compared to France, there's definitely a big gap. Also, is who we support. So I know from where you from, I can't necessarily speak from anything on that perspective because I'm not from there. But just in terms of when I look around out here, and then when I always give the example of like if you were to come to LA right now and you like, yo, put me on, what's the move, man? Like what's happening out here? I'm gonna realistically tell you, you either gotta pull up to somebody's crib to get busy with them, myself included, even with Meadows Palace. But next year is the goal for me to try to create more like community at like things or just do things more in the flesh. But right now, everything that I've been building is more so for the socials. But in terms of like what I was specifying for the things that might be with what you got, I don't necessarily know. Oh shit, I gotta change the battery pack again. Hold on. La 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 la. But I tell people that all the time. Like, it says no. Hold on. Y'all can't see me? Whoa, what just happened? What are we doing? What happened? Uh, we have a problem. We have a problem. Why is this happening? All right, how about I delete it? Create a new one. Add that. And it's still doing it. What happened, bucko? Am I even live? Yeah, I'm still live. What's going on? Huh. I don't know what happened. I don't know. The shit just died. My camera's on though. is plugged in. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it doing that? All right. All right, we're back. All right, cool. Yeah. Law, if you want to just kick perspective and talk for a little bit, just to wrap on it, we can. Just to also hear other perspective of maybe community like things, because I'm of course expressing from the perspective of the LA scene and from what I see, and then also from the things that I also hear the lack of in other people's communities. People don't necessarily say there's not a community, but they just talk about a lot. Everybody always complains, but it's just more so what is not what is not available to them, and it's more so the things that are just lacking in the scenes. There's battles, so that's calm, but it's not really any like just get in the Discord. Oh wait, are you not in the Discord anymore? Bow. There's just the chat section in the Discord. I don't know if you're still in it or not. But I want to see this shit real fast. Tried calling me? No, you don't gotta call me. You just join the chat. Like, just go to the bottom down here and join the chat. Like, literally where I'm at. That's all you gotta do. Wow. Law, is that you?
What's good?
Hold on real fast.
I was not sure how this works exactly.
Hold on All right, what was you saying?
Yo, well, first of all, hope you're doing good, bro. How's everything?
I appreciate that, man. No, I'm cooling right now. Just, I mean, just kicking the stream and kind of just trying to talk to the people going out before the new
Yeah,
year.
yeah. No, you could continue. I was just saying, yeah.
No, I was just saying just before the new year, just talking perspective on maybe some goals or whatever people do to improve going into the new year, or just overall like when we was talking about the idea of the culture, the scene, the communities and things like that. So for sure, like I'm interested to hear like your perspective on how things move from where you're at. Cause I don't remember you.
Okay.
I think you in Chicago or
Nah, I'm gonna be in Chicago next year though.
okay.
That's why I'm officially gonna move at.
I
But
got you.
however, right now I currently stay in Atlanta. So
Okay, got
originally,
you.
guys, I'm from Haiti, and
Oh,
I would
nice.
do like traditional dances and stuff like that.
Word.
And I put in my caption, I said that people often don't know what's happening in their own land, but they're
Sure.
quick to go somewhere else.
Yeah, got that. That's
Rather,
valid.
yeah, then rather than learning like how are people moving out
Sure.
here. If you don't understand how people are moving where you're from, you know what I'm saying? Where it's constantly active too. For one, you just gotta travel. Something
Yeah.
I've realized is that often when people talk about the states here, it's like what United States, they just compare one state to like the whole entire freaking Europe
Yeah, yeah,
atmosphere,
yeah, yeah.
which is crazy. Which is crazy. I forgot there was this one person that was like, "Yo, New York versus Europe." I'm like, first of all, no, that's not that's not a good idea because like if you say Europe, you're not particularly talking about like just one
Yeah,
place,
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking about a variety of places. So I highly do feel like people just need to, in a sense, educate themselves here in a sense like I said, like travel. There's been events too that actually been going kind of consistently sometimes, and
Yeah,
sometimes it's because of like what happened during COVID. That's why they kind of took a little break. But you got Thesis,
for
you
sure.
do have Hot Zone, you do have Freestyle Session, and you also do have Voice Style that also happen. I think you also do have certain events that happen in New York City, like the Chamber or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So now, if you're talking from like probably like a Flexos perspective, a Brookup perspective, you have the mod, you know what I'm saying, and
But
you have
that's
other
out there by
events
you, ain't
like
that?
that. Say what?
That's out there by you too, ain't that?
Yeah, that's out there by Atlanta. Yeah, yeah. So, so
Cause even the
even the
traveling
people.
perspective too. Like I just talked to the homie.
Hmm.
Cause I'm pretty sure you're familiar with him. Keenan. He just left, or
Yeah.
no, he'll be out here for a couple more days, but he's going back to New York in a couple of days. So when we was rapping about like
Hmm.
whatever dance stuff we was talking about, one of the aspects that he talked about that like created a lot of perspective for me is more so when he was talking about the traveling aspects as well, because he feels like he looks at that as the investment aspect of it, and more so the thing that most people won't do, because it's just something that
Hmm.
obviously people can maybe engage upon, like within their comfort. But the people that really are committed to the dance, or like really want to grow, or like go to the environments where things are more like home based, like if it's talking about hip hop and they want to experience like some authentic like representation, they'll go to New York instead of saying like let me go to Europe and go to summer dance forever. Like that's not really like
Yeah.
the approach that I would take if it's like trying to understand the roots and the soil from where like some of these styles
Yeah.
go. But like people won't necessarily take that trip. They won't spend that money. So in ways where like he was explaining that to me, it just made more sense, like how passionate he is to like really put himself out there, to because that's how he considers that. Like he put out mad bread, and sometimes bread he don't even
Hmm.
got to like go to these places to talk to certain people, or like engage upon the
Hmm.
art form and learn. So I'm like, I can wholeheartedly have respect for people that do that.
Yeah, because it's just like you said, it's an investment and it's definitely showing in work. I feel like the biggest problem that I have too with certain people now is the fact that people want to go to summer dance forever, and be like, yeah, because if I go there, I would have more of an understanding of like hip hop because my favorite dancers are there.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to also understand that like your favorite dancers are probably not even the ones that was around when that style was created, when that culture was there. And overseas isn't the born place of hip hop. We all
Yeah.
know it's New York City. So I
Yeah.
do feel like a lot of people just like want to go there to see the stage and to see their favorite dancers. But you also have to take in like, okay, so you're going there, which is good. There's no judgment. You could do that. But what are you taking in that's gonna help you?
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like
what exactly
that's
are
the
you?
biggest thing to me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That perspective, like the whole like immersing yourself in like watching whoever your favorite dancers is, videos and whatnot. But like my key thing that I be hoping that there's a takeaway that ultimately helps you become better in a sense.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like there is certain things like people watch, which is great. You gain inspiration from that, and it's totally fine to be inspired, right? But also you also have to realize that what you're watching is cool, but you know where it's coming from.
True, yeah.
You know, you know the ins and outs of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Where's the information coming from? How do you even process that information? Who do you ask?
True.
To get that information. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So for a
And
while,
I
not
feel
gonna
like that's
hold
where
you, when I was
people
in.
honestly I think a lot of people struggle with that because that's the question that I feel like I get
Mhm.
a lot of like people don't because the dance is so far like exposed to like people outside of where it comes from, it naturally just
Mm-hmm.
produces so many questions because people don't know. Like
Yeah.
people just aren't familiar with what is what, and then they get caught up in what they see, and because of what they see, whether it be most of the times battles, and then they see someone
Mm-hmm.
winning, and then they see someone getting applauded for something. I mean, that typically drives home like the idea like that's what I should be doing because
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Link did say that.
yeah, yeah, for
Link was
sure.
like, they watch somebody win. They watch somebody do something, and due to the fact that they win, they go and do the
Yeah.
same thing that the other person did,
And I feel like it just
which
makes
is like,
sense if the person doesn't know any better. Because I feel like we all had that stage in our dance. We got caught up
oh
in
yeah.
some way. Like something got us into it, and then we immediately became like a clone of that in a sense, or we wanted to immerse ourselves in whatever that thing was. So whether
Mm-hmm.
it's a fan of a person or a fan of like a genre of music or a fan of like whatever it was, the clothing, something like you got caught by that, and then you started to like wanted to duplicate that in what you do. So then like naturally I feel like that's just a part of the growth. But then in terms of like talking to people and then like actually asking questions that allowed them to express more than like people just teaching someone. Cause I talked about this earlier in the stream, like for the tutorials that I want to do. Cause I know a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times in class formats, people teach a generalized amount of information that might not particularly help someone within what they're actually struggling with. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
like talk to people because the more I've been doing the YouTube stuff, the more I just been having people hit me just with problems. But it's because it's like what you were trying to say earlier about like having people in the community to be able to help them. They just genuinely don't know who to go to unless they pay everybody's what's the thing that people pay to like a private or whatever like, but that
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna pay everybody to like ask questions or like learn. So that's where I just feel like the community outside of a battle, I just think is needed.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is just like I do feel like a lot of people, they would watch their favorite dancer, which is fine. Again, watch your dancers, and after that would ask them for like a private, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if the people that you guys are watching, or you guys are paying for to like do some of their movement, if they even telling you this is where I got the information
for
from,
sure, for
this is
sure.
where I
That's
got the
yeah.
information.
That's like super
And
important.
if Yeah, and if they are telling you that, please make sure to look those people up and look at those information, because another thing too, people also have to realize that self identity is important.
Yeah,
We often see something and then we copy it and then not know the exact roots of where it's
for sure,
from.
for sure.
And you yourself, when once you copy that, you don't even know totally who you are. You know that the
Exactly. Yeah.
move just feels good and you're doing it, but there's so many different ways you could dig deeper within that move
Uh,
if you get like had the proper information if you actually dig deeper into that, you know?
See again, like
So,
with what Keenan was telling me
mhm,
about even just the way that he does teach, he specifically will explain like he's teaching like just footwork combination of footwork patterns to be able to like
mhm,
establish like a foundation within footwork. But he doesn't necessarily classify it as like teaching you light feet because if it's like the broader scope of light feet, he believes that there's more people that should be like something that they explain for you or like he doesn't want to take away from what he feels like is something that is not it's not him like he's not light feet,
exactly.
he's Keenan and he
Exactly.
has this approach that he does so he teaches that. But if you want to learn light feet, he believes there's pioneers, there's like people that are actually like more ingrained, I guess. I don't know the exact wordage he used, so I'm paraphrasing, but there's just more authentic people that he would connect you to be able to like fully express more light feet components and all those other things. But if you're asking him, he'll specify like I can get you to them. But if you want to learn from me, I'm gonna let you know this is just footwork. Like so, I'm gonna break that down so then people don't get it confused.
Exactly. Like me, coming from someone who also do footwork, I do Haitian footwork. In
Nice,
Creole is like mouvement de Haïtien or Haitian freestyle.
nice.
So when it certain things like that, right? I'm able to teach you like basically what I've learned, what I've gained within that experience, and within what other people gave me, right?
Sure.
But there's like a huge difference when I'm just giving you what I've known and when people are actually giving you what they created,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how they created that style. It's very, very different because I'm only able to teach you what I'm able to take in,
Sure.
which is still limited with how much they know and how much they built,
Yeah.
you know? So if I'm teaching you a certain step and stuff like that, and I'm teaching you that step within a certain timing, within like probably to 1 or 2 timing, they probably could teach you that within 5 or
Sure.
6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's because they're the creators of it and they understand it to a T. And that's why I want people to understand that it's just like it's okay to go to the creators of that style. And
Sure.
if
Sure.
they're
Sure.
not as open, find somebody who dives in deeper
Sure.
into it.
Sure.
Like for example, in Atlanta, the mod had like an event going on and it was like sponsored by Snipes. And they had certain battle guests came through, which was dope. And they had amazing judges too, you know. And I remember one of those judges was Stiggy Stacks, the
Oh, nice.
Stacks.
Nice.
One of them was Torian Savage, Buddha Stretch, and then there was this one couple. I'm so sorry, no disrespect, I forgot his name.
I understand. No, it's fine.
and and then for like the battle guests, you had Kosi, you
Nice.
had E
Nice.
Solo, you had Hermes, and then like bro,
Oh
like
yeah, that's stacked. Yeah.
right. So I went there and I battled, bro. Your boy didn't pass prelim. However, that wasn't the like basically the end all be all.
Sure.
So I
And
asked
this
Tori
is
and I
for
was like,
what?
"Hey, what do you think?" This was like one. It was for like it was in Atlanta. It was for like $2,000 if you win.
No,
A
I mean
thousand
like
dollars
it
if you
was
second
it was
place.
like a hip hop. It was all styles. It was
It was an open style event. It
okay.
was an
Okay.
open style event, right? But another thing I want people to take from like open style events, even though it's not categorized as a specific style that you
Sure.
do, doesn't necessarily mean that you're too limited
Sure.
of like actually entering because there's certain things that you could take on within what the judges are doing, within what other people are doing, and you could also put that into your arsenal. And again, with the right of information. That's why you ask questions. That's why you talk to people, you know?
Sure.
And I told Toyin, I was like, yo, Toyin. She was like, yo, what's up? I think you was dope, da da da. I was like, all right, cool, cool. But your boy didn't pass. So, like, what's good?
I need some answers.
Yeah, but like, she was just like, well, for one, the bracket was heavy. Not gonna lie, there's
Got
like
you.
amazing dope dancers that
Got
came
you.
through. And to be
What
honest,
what they what
my
they what
prelim
they cap
round,
it at a 8 or a 16 spot?
it was honestly, I think it was like 16, but it felt like top 11.
Any battle
Like,
guest in there?
yeah, there was battle guests in there for
So then
sure.
they
Battle
already
guests
had
and there was,
that. So that's why I'm
yeah,
trying to figure those numbers out. So essentially, if they had
yeah,
a like 5 battle guests or 4 or whatever the number is, it cuts into that
they
16.
had like,
So
I think they had like 5 battle guests.
got you.
So yeah, and I asked her and I was like, yo, what's up? Like, you know, and then she was just like, which is simple. At first, not gonna hold you, it screwed me up a little bit. I didn't understand what she meant by it, but then I had to like
Just
take
process it.
time to actually process it. Exactly. She was just like, I loved it. Just remember, dig deeper.
Okay.
Bro, I was like, what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, sure, 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 sure.
Dig deeper.
Sure.
But then as I'm watching my prelim round, I'm only doing football in
I
an
got you.
open style battle
I got
with
you.
a whole bunch of dancers either competing or judging
Sure.
who do more than just football. Kosi do more than just football, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things when you have people who are versatile in different aspects, you know, you have to also have to find a way to in a way be used to that environment or understand or learn from that environment as well, you know?
Yeah, I think
So
the open styles format is a difficult space to navigate because of how open
mhm,
obviously it is. Um
mhm,
and in terms of like being able to figure out like what works best in those scenarios, one, I would automatically just tell someone to still stay true to whatever it is you do or whatever you have interest in,
exactly.
because easily there's an influence again. Like if you see that there's an open
Mhm,
style bracket and maybe you start to take into accountability like what it is that gets passed or what styles work the best in these particular formats,
mhm,
then people start to gravitate to it. Because I also remember like even having conversations with people where like when Crump started to become more popular in the all style scene, I felt like every week I was seeing some new person at the beast camp practices because niggas was trying to learn Crump now. um from the advantage of me thinking that it'll help them in a battle, or maybe they just got caught up in the energy, whatever the case may be.
mhm,
um so like in terms of like evaluating like that space, I still find it like
mhm,
super interesting in terms of like some of the dynamics and the difficulties of an open
mhm,
styles event in general. But the whole like thing with Toyin talking about like dig deeper, I feel like certain general comments like that can of course like really just go over that head, because it's just like you say,
mhm.
like what the fuck does that mean? And I feel like maybe it just comes
Yeah.
with maturity, or it can just be a matter of perspective. Because generally speaking, like I feel like even to what she might have meant, because realistically I don't know what she means, or you might not know
Mhm,
what she means, but maybe upon like the things that you thought about or the things that you recognize from your own round, maybe you drew some type of conclusion to like what deeper means to you in that way. And
exactly.
maybe that didn't that's maybe that's not even what she meant, but at the very least that's what you got from it to understand what you could be doing to go deeper. Because I don't have no context, I didn't see the round, nor did I talk to her, so I have like no idea what that realistically means. But I sometimes appreciate those comments, because typically I have realized like over time when I got more immersed in my dance, and then just been able to like really recognize some of the ways that I feel like I was like in my mind at the time, or maybe during that era of my dance looking a certain way, like I felt like I was deeply connected to it. But then give it
Mhm,
like 2 years later, 3 years later, and I see where my dance has transformed. I'm like, oh shit, like I feel like I was barely scratching the
yeah.
surface. I was looking kind of stiff right here. My movement wasn't as deep, or like the musicality or the ways I was connected to the music and switching rhythms, like it wasn't even that
Yeah.
crazy. It was just like whatever. So I feel like maybe just with those type of comments over time, certain people just realize certain things. But I feel like it's still that's
Exactly.
a nice thing to remember. Like this, the depths of what you feel like you're doing right now. There's just more. There's for sure more.
Oh yeah. And this is the I 100% agree with everything you just said, by the way. So I just want to say that.
Yeah, yeah,
So I do want people to know too, like, in a sense, she said dig deeper from what I've gained from it, as in, because honestly, I see Toyin as someone who is a deep dancer,
sure, most
in a
definitely.
sense where it's just like whenever she moves, and there's other dancers that's like that, but right now we're speaking in terms of her. Um, she moves with so much like it's genuine, you
Yeah.
know, and it's a beautiful thing to see how genuine and how vulnerable she
Yeah,
is,
she has
you
that
know.
aesthetic about her dance that's just not, it's not, to me that's the quality of someone's movement that's fully understood. Like
Hmm.
they know themselves enough to just express, and it's not really like it's not really something that I feel like is demonstrated in a way that she conforms her movement to be entertained by people. It's just like literally her giving herself. That's what I kind of get from it. That's just very genuine about it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it was just like one of those, I feel like, things where when she says like dig deeper, as in digging deeper into your truth, into
Yeah,
who you are, into your craft,
yeah,
into what you display out. And when you find that, you realize you are more capable of doing more than just one thing,
yeah, yeah,
you know? And even if you're just a person who do one style, you don't have to do multiple styles. That's one of the things
yeah,
to realize that. Okay, if you don't feel like doing multiple, you really don't have to.
yeah.
If you already have a preference of just like one style, you could still dig in deeper into that one style on how you decide to display that style.
Sure.
So that style. And I feel like another great case in point for that is Ray. Like if you Ray just screams out hip hop. Raekwon the Chef
Oh
is
yeah, yeah,
saying
right, 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 right.
like from his attitude, from the way he dressed, from the way just he just screams hip hop. But when he does it, you could tell it's like there's identity to him that's deeper within it.
Yeah,
There's his own flavor, his own collage within it, and it's
yeah,
dope to see. It's genuine. And because he's so passionate about it,
right.
so and I do feel like we need to start getting familiar to that, in a sense, because sometimes we often lose ourselves by just one moment,
Sure.
you know. I had somebody say to me, this was like, her name is like Dasha, is my girlfriend. She was just like, yo, you cannot let 45 seconds like really put you down
Right,
and
right, right. Yeah,
determine
yeah,
who
yeah,
you
yeah.
are as a dancer. You
Yeah.
really can't.
I feel
And
like the I
and
mean that's
that's
a
when
whole nother thing in itself too. I feel like there's so many things we can unravel from our conversation, but yeah, I'm not gonna cut you off.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I feel like with that too, it caused me in a way to actually dig deeper into who I am,
Yeah,
along with Toyin even giving me that advice as well.
sure.
So, and it's like, bro, when they say that, they don't mean that like you're just not like a dancer who doesn't dig deep at all,
Yeah,
or you're just like a dancer who isn't genuine at all. It's just probably at that moment you possibly could have given out more of who you are,
yeah.
you know? Because there's other battle footages where I'm like, bro, this shit fire. What the fuck? I really did something down. And there's one that I come across about myself where I'm just like,
I hear
it's
that.
alright. you
So
know?
hold on real
It's just
fast. Hold on real fast. So for Snag, like basically, I mean, my man Law, he's just expressing like a conversation he had with a judge. I believe a lot of you guys should be like well like informed about who she is. Her name is Toyin, and he was basically expressing a comment that she gave him due to the fact that he didn't pass a prelim, and so he was just kind of reflecting upon like what that comment meant to him in terms of like the initial understanding of it and how it just wasn't something that he was able to fully resonate with. But then over time, he was just really able to like kind of break down that comment. And it's crazy too because the whole conversation can revolve around such a small comment, dig deeper. And like the
yeah,
interpretation of like what that even means, like again, it could have so many layers. And ultimately, it still is only something that I feel like benefits the person because as long as they're thinking not overly thinking, but just thinking in a more way in a better way to like produce better. Like it's just from a perspective of growth.
yeah,
So he was at an open styles event, and that was the feedback she left for him. So he was kind of just breaking that down, and throughout that, there's been like a multitude of different things that have been said to where it's like it could have a segue into another aspect of the conversation because I definitely had some thoughts at the moment from some of the stuff he was saying, but wholeheartedly I forgot them right now. But in terms of like, one of them definitely was like when people again have expressed certain things to me in terms of what they struggle with within their dance. One aspect of what I feel like dig deeper could potentially mean, I feel like it's just based upon the way that even your dance could be expressed. And of course, it doesn't have to be something super analytical to where it's like you have to look at your facials, you have to look at everything in terms of
exactly.
what you did. But I kind of had like a thought in my mind based upon when something is genuine. So say like for what people even maybe like about me, like when I'm doing my reactions, maybe there's something about my reaction to them that they just like, and that they connect to, maybe because it resonated with them, or maybe they just like the energy I present, or my humor, or whatever that is. But even like if I turn on a song and it's a song that you knew that's nostalgia based, when that dig deeper feeling, I feel like when you break that open, it could have this perspective where it's like, I don't gotta tell you to feel nothing of what you're expressing when that song come on. Like when that song come on and you hit that, you like, damn, oh, that's my shit right there. You singing all the words, you kind of moving on your own. Didn't nobody tell you to do none of that. But that to me is like soul hearted feeling. Like that's not like you have to go to the lab to really do that. That's not something that's like already premeditated. It's not something that's choreographed. It's literally just an expression, but it's felt because you wasn't holding nothing back. You was just kind of free in that moment. Sometimes people even apologize. They're like, "Oh, my bad. I kind of just nah, nigga. You was just being you." Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like a lot of times
Was it?
that can get lost in the dance because so many different pieces of everybody else, or what you watch, or what you've been told, or your teachings, and everything is just compiled, and you as a person are at the bottom of that. You don't even really exist. You just a vessel for everything else that someone done told you. So I don't even get to feel you. Pause. Like I don't even really get to like really connect because you're not really showing me you showing me the class you took last month. You know what I mean? Like in that dig deeper perspective that I have, I feel like some of those things that I've seen from other people that I could also just be projecting from whatever that comment meant that she said. But it's more of a, like I resonate with that from that perspective. Like sometimes I think dig deeper can just be from an emotional stance. Like maybe you was hitting everything technically, but it just felt like you was just coasting through it. Like it didn't have no emotion in the ways that I perceive Toyin. When I see Toyin, I don't think I ever just see something she just do just to do it. I feel like she damn near finna cry when she be moving, or she's super happy when she moving, or like she like soulfully is present instead of it just
Oh
being
yeah.
something that's just artificially thrown out. It's just some combos, it's just some whatever. In a day and age where I feel like typically when I watch battles, it's a lot of that. So that's just one perspective, but definitely that was something that I had thought about when you were speaking upon what you were saying.
Hmm.
And then
No, that I yeah.
the other one was like what the fuck was it?
Information.
I know we was talking about the time too, the time of like a battle in itself, and I feel like the structures of what it kind of represents. Like I was at a battle the other day, a Oceanside battle for Wild Sevens, and the people, I guess, to speak on it clearly, Wild Sevens didn't tell the people that were doing the prelims that they get 2 minutes in their round. So the
Was this
programming,
was this was this the one Stampede and Lucians was judging?
yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. What's up?
So the that event in itself, the organizers, whoever was on the mic, didn't specify that the dancers get 2 minutes. So I feel like that was just a,
Oh,
a key moment to showcase the programming that dancers have dealt with, where it's like in his mind though, he zoomed through his round because this nigga thought he had 45. But then as the time kept going, he like, yo, is my round kind of over? He felt like he dead ass rushed, but not in a way where it was like he was just moving super fast. He just felt like he didn't take none of the time that he felt like he would have had if he even had that 2 minutes. But I know that's not his fault. That's because every battle you go to, for the most part, they finna have a 45-second time
45 seconds.
frame on your round, and
Mm.
it just perpetuates this idea that you have to solidify some moment, or you feel like constricted. You don't feel like you can. I mean, realistically, that's absurd to me to just think that you're gonna have a fleshed out round unless it's something that's different. Like I talked to Keenan and Light Feet, they kind of do those punchlines. That's like what the whole thing kind of like is
Mm.
built upon. So anything longer than like a minute is kind of like, bro, get to the point. What's your thing? Like, because that's what they do. That's what they do. But in other dances where it's like you creatively are like trying to engage upon the buildup of the round, 45 seconds is like, god damn. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like there is no connection to that deeper feeling. Because to even immerse yourself in what the music is saying, that might take a minute. whatever that is to that person. I just feel like 45 seconds is a lot to ask for when you're saying you want this. I need the dancer to also do this. I need them to build the roundup. I need them to have feeling. I need them to go deeper. I'm like, bro, it's only 45 seconds. What the fuck you want me to do? Like, do a magic trick? I don't necessarily know what you're asking for, but sometimes I feel like it's hard to ask a lot from a dancer in 45 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. But the crazy thing is too. I feel like I'm the type of dancer sometimes too. Like I don't like dancing for too long unless if I'm like at a club, at
Got you.
a cipher, or if I'm training. If it's like a battle and it's like a prelim round, I'm the type of dancer that just like make my statement
You get to
and
the
get the
point.
fuck out. Like
Yeah.
get that punchline in. Okay, we good. We like
Cool,
that.
cool,
I
cool.
see your head. You're nodding. All right, I'm out.
What is a
We're not doing that.
practice regimen for you that you feel like helps you be able to get to that, to where you message, you know what I mean? Like I'll give me 10 seconds and I'm finna light your ass up. What do you do upon like your own regiment that allows you to feel like you can do that more effectively, especially for battle elements?
With me too, it's like one of those things. Is like for one, it's how I'm feeling.
Got
You
you.
know, we first must understand how we're feeling to be able to even go and approach that type of way.
Mhm.
And two, for me, it's like
Could you give me an
if
example, or like what you mean towards the feeling? Like, I guess if the feeling is off, what does that do for you? And if the feeling is on, I'm assuming that means you can attack.
okay, so if the feeling is off, usually I like they don't really post this, but usually I jump around. If the feeling is off, like I like
And the
I
feeling off,
jump
like within the
around.
track or something.
Yeah, if the feeling is off within the track, I jump around trying to get myself warmed up
Got
to
you, got you.
actually like
Because the
understand that
music didn't move
yes,
you.
the music comes first, but also the energy that is put behind that music is very, very important.
Yeah,
So I had to make sure that like mentally I'm ready to approach this type of track. Even though if the track sucks,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So that's one. And two, I do feel like people often think like, okay, I have to just move hella fast. No, 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 no. You
Right.
don't have to do that. Just like you literally could like build that time off, but when it's time for you to snap, you snap. You get that move across.
Sure.
And for me, a lot of the things that I do, my base is footwork. There's a particular way where I get into something that's comfortable. And once I execute that, once I'm feeling that, oh yeah, nah, it's done.
Right.
I'm good, you know. So I remember there was this one round that I think I showed in the chat. I think it was me versus D Parrish, right? And there was this one track that I wasn't necessarily feeling,
Sure.
you know. So within even that, me getting ready for that track, me trying to put in like positive energy towards that track,
Got you.
because immediately when we hear a track that we don't like, there's a certain energy that kind of just like
Sure.
it lows down how we feel about our round now. Like it automatically becomes something that's negative. We're like,
Yeah.
shit, you know? So I would say too, like character,
I can
you
see how
know?
it helps you get out of
So
that. Yeah.
yeah, you know,
It's the focus. It's the focus of the mind. Like,
yeah.
literally, to me, battling is more about the mental than it is what people do physically, which is also the other problem. Like, I feel like there's so many different aspects of what dance represents for the movement, but people focus so much on the movement and don't focus on a lot of other things that are like damn near in alignment with the overall dance. That to me like sets
Mhm.
someone up to like really see the difference between why someone is they look like this and why someone looks like that. Even to the degree of what, like when I was talking to Paradox and giving perspective on like his training regimen or the things that he was doing, even if it like pertained to like the food he was eating in preparation. Like there's certain things that like are just outside the dance that
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily matter if you practice 10,000 hours a day. If there's something
It
within
does.
an anxiety that kicks in for you, the practice that you do in a comfortable state is not going to help you in the uncomfortable state unless you have an awareness to how to work with your mind. To me, if you are someone that does not have any awareness to some of those things that you struggle with, that doesn't allow you to perform a certain way, you won't really be able to pass by that barrier until you tap into your mental. And then once you gain an understanding of it, you have to figure out some way to be able to suppress your thoughts or create like a focus, like a character that can help you become more immersed in whatever it is you're doing, because your focus now is not on how trash this song is, or not on like a 45-second time frame, or not on like, damn, there's a lot of people in here right now, I gotta go crazy. It's like, I'm finna just do this character. And then maybe within that, it keeps you more grounded. It kind of calms you down, but at least your thoughts aren't as sporadic and all over the place. So
Yeah.
in certain times, I just think a lot of it is a mental game.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. My teacher, Weezy. His name is Weezy the Phoenix. He's dope. He's a dope dancer. He's a wacko. He does house
Word.
as well. He does hip.
Word.
This man's crazy. And he's been there for like a while too. He's been in the scene for like a while. You know?
Love LA based. I mean,
So-
not LA based. ATL based.
No. I think originally he's from Tennessee. Also, people don't know too. Like, yeah, don't sleep on Florida. There's a Floridians for a reason.
Yeah.
There's other people outside of Floridians that's fire. So don't sleep on Florida. So that's one.
Yeah.
Two, Weezy, I'm pretty sure he's either from like.
I mean,
it's
Thesis is
Tennessee.
also coming up soon. For any of the people that's interested, and would like to be able to check out. I mean, this is probably one of those battles, similar to how he broke down, like he said, freestyle session, hot zone, Thesis. There's not, again, realistically, even if I'm thinking outside of LA, too many household names, like an event that does it every year consistently and has built a
Kula.
lot around it. Floridians have done a lot of work in a consistent way.
Yes, sir.
And so one of their events being Thesis, that I believe is happening in January, that's just something, if someone had the means to check out, or wants to check out, or wants to just see people get busy up in the States, that's something that I would probably say to mark on your calendar, or at least go check out their Instagram so you can get more information about when the event is happening specifically.
Yeah, definitely do that. Mark that in your calendar, guys. I think it's happening January 15th.
I know it's happening soon. I know it's happening soon.
It's
So
happening. It's definitely happening soon. But
looking forward
yeah,
to that.
Like Weezy, he told me that dance is 90% mental and 10% physical.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not ready for the information that I'm about to give you, if you're not, processing it well and stuff like that, that 10% is not going to be able to display it out.
Yeah.
So that 90% got to make sure that it's ready to do so,
I think a lot of people are
And-
workhorses. People can do a lot of physical, but that shit is only gonna get you so far.
Yeah. And I think there's people too sometimes that do so much but has no feeling.
Of course, yeah.
And that's also possible too. You know, they look like so much of the book, but they forgot to write their name on the essay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I know, Floridians, Johnny X. I was watching one of his podcasts. He was like, the things that he do sometimes. Obviously, you stretch. Some people meditate. I jump around.
Sure.
There's other people that like, that eat sometime. There's
Sure.
people who can't eat. I'm one of those people. Like, if I'm battling, I'm already anxious or excited.
Right.
I'm not eating. I'm not
Yeah.
eating. So Johnny X was telling me that like he was saying in the broadcast that he eats an apple, or
Word.
drinks some water, and stays focused. Weezy stretches obviously and then meditates. My twin brother Renzo, he meditates.
Got you.
And I've seen other people who just like I think Ray did this one time. He had like his headphones in and he was just like doing drills.
Sure.
And then after that he took his headphones out and then then tune into that world. First he tried to maintain his own and then tune into whatever they're doing, whatever he has to do when it comes to signing up and going into that to that type of realm. So yeah, like bro.
Yeah, I always
really
think it's
about,
interesting.
like,
I think it's interesting when it comes down to like people and their approach to the beforehand like stuff. Like what is it that they do? How do they prepare? The mental. And I feel like a lot of these things, again, when I talk about what it is that the audience is able to digest, most of the time it's just literally what happens in the moment, and everything else is presumption based, or it's just literally like things that people can theorize. But most of the time, because there's not any coverage to have the dancer articulate themselves in a way to explain like some of the rigorous training regimens that they have in place, or some of the ways in which they go about how they prepare themselves for a battle specifically, like and realistically too. Because I know some people can just say something and it doesn't really give the insight to like what they actually do, or how they prepare. But even when I took perspective, from watching a documentary, even though it's outside of dance, it's still something that can. It basically a lot of these concepts are just universal, so it don't even have to really pertain to dance. But I was watching a Lakers documentary, and when they got the new coach Phil Jackson, I don't know how hip you are to like basketball and shit.
I'm more hip into soccer.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Just basically, the coach came on to the team and started implementing meditations. But
Mm.
in the way that you would just watch these dudes cook on the basketball floor, you would just assume it's just, oh man, I just gotta go hit the gym, bro. I just gotta go do 2,000 layups. I gotta do a whole bunch of jumping jacks. You would just think all physical related things. Most of the time, people would just assume like they just gotta go hit the gym and just put in the work. But in a lot of ways, the dude was just specifying all that adrenaline they have, whatever nervousness, anxiety, all the different things that someone can feel. He would just specify how the meditation was the thing that like changed the aspects of the team overall. Like there was a lot of other things that were of course implemented in their trainings that helped get them back to back championships, but one of the key things that he talked about was just how important those meditation sessions were for them to like recenter themselves, or like get to a state where they were more connected to themselves outside of all the things that they were feeling. And that to me is like one of the things that most people just won't know. Like the things that I had the conversation with Paradox, like most people just won't know. I still barely feel like I know. He only told me like of course, like a little bit, like just general information, but not necessarily like me seeing. Like dude said he passed out from a heat stroke. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
you just
Yeah.
like the ways in which you don't know what people really go through. You just see them winning, and you're like, yay, like that's cool, dude won. Like yeah, man, this guy's crazy. He's doing all these cool moves, but you don't really understand what a dancer puts himself through, and that's because there's just not anything to really showcase that, or people don't necessarily showcase that. Of course, like the way things are on socials, you just show like whatever is highlight worthy ish kind of most of the time. But people I feel like need to really understand more of like what dancers have to endure, or like pressures, or like the training regimens, or just the mental awareness to like some of the things that dancers I feel like need to speak up on more. Like yeah, I get nervous, man. I'm finna shit myself right before a round, bro. I'm dead ass nervous. It might not come off like that. You don't see that. You see me locked in, but I'm telling you, bro, I'm nervous as hell. It just helps create and break down a lot of that like that unrealistic approach that people like then just jump into the dance thinking they just want to be like them, but they don't even know like, bro, he nervous just like you. Like or
Oh
or
yeah.
or like he everybody has like a facade they put on, you know what I mean? Like or like a mask. And that's calm again, like to not have to like say you gotta be like the most humble person on the dance floor, but it's just literally like the things that maybe strip you of your truth, like you could still hold on to those and just figure out ways to really like overcome them by being honest with yourself, and then figuring out ways to help yourself like through those mental struggles to then have you like really connect to your dance more, and then really showcase yourself like in a more authentic way in those battles, as opposed to like doing what you just see other people doing.
Exactly. And the thing is too, like just like you said, like showcase yourself more instead of just doing what seeing what other people are doing, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, it's just all about like at the end of the day, people being themselves.
Yeah.
You being yourself, and one understanding it is okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
You know, now how you decide to deal with it is something that's different.
Yeah. That's why everybody
So
has their own process of like being able to go through that. Like what worked for me might not work for you, and vice versa. It's just
exactly.
a trial period where you just go through different things that maybe can help you remain calm, or be more focused, be more attentive to like whatever it is you're trying to do. Even to the simplest degree of like, even sometimes I'll just tell someone like, the same way you said a character, like just go in there and like say you finna do arms right now. Like just have a
Hmm.
focus. They'll think of a circle and then just go start off like with circle related movements and then it'll just naturally have you at least feel more connected. Then you start getting warmed up, then you start moving, then that door kind of opens
Yeah,
up and now you just flow, bro. Just like just go cook.
yeah.
But
And the crazy thing is, like, not to cut you off, not to cut you
yeah,
off. The crazy thing is like, when I did that prelim round in front of like Torian and them
right.
in Atlanta, I didn't have a focus point.
I got
I
you.
just felt like I heard the song. I was already in a space where I wasn't okay,
Sure, sure.
mentally. But because I didn't have a focus point and I was dancing, it didn't felt like dancing. It felt like my body was just moving.
Yeah.
Like
Autopilot.
mentally, I could just see my body was just like moving,
Dead ass
and it wasn't in the
autopilot, bro.
field.
Yeah, autopilot.
Yeah, and sometimes autopilot could be good. Like
For
let's say if you're
sure.
blacking out, but if it's autopilot to the point where it's just like, yo, I'm just moving.
Yeah.
Like,
It can
you're
resonate
not
with
really.
people to where it's like
Yeah,
it's felt like I can see like and it's hard to explain because nobody can really just define what feeling is. But like literally when you see someone expressing themselves, you can just tell the difference between the way it's expressed, the I mean, shit, you can even fake it. So, I mean, a lot of people do. A lot of people know, like, I just gotta go in here and I just gotta overly commit to it. I mean, and in some instances, it can work, and sometimes it don't. But
yeah,
realistically, you could just really tell, like, someone is just kind of going through the motions, or it just feels as if they're just doing it in a subpar way, and it just feels like they're just doing it like it's another day. There's no real emphasis on why I'm doing it. I don't really even feel connected to what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. So that's definitely
yeah.
like another aspect of like how a round can be perceived. Um,
Mhm.
so I think in terms of like the ways for people to like overcome that is the if like I mean I struggle with that too even on my own. Like when I hear a track that I don't like, bro, I shut my brain is off. I'm damn near like I don't even know what the fuck to do with this right now because I
You're
just
like, bro,
don't
I don't
like
know
it.
what this is.
I don't like it. I just don't. But and I mean that's just the way it is, especially in an open styles bracket. The music is more tailored to just anything, and I mean, it could be something that you fuck with. It could be something else. I mean, you should always be able to like adapt in a sense, but I do feel like subjectively there are things that typically a dancer could still like and not like, even if we're supposed to be able to dance to anything. It's just like if I hear this type of track, I just don't like it. Like so
Yeah.
it automatically is like not motivating for you to commit to the round in the ways you would like to. Um, but I think just one of the ways again is to just redirect that focus. So like you said, a character or just a shape or maybe like a just start off with something. Just you have to re-engage in it somehow in a different way, or else I mean, yeah, just throw the whole round away. It's already over.
Hmm. Yeah, something that I feel like my people gave me, my ancestors gave me, was coming from Haiti and learning the traditional dances because a lot of people think that it's just compa,
Got you.
which is not. It's not just compa, guys.
Got you. Got you.
And people also don't know that like Haiti too. A lot of their stuff is a lot of their movement too, because we come from Africa too. Like a lot of it is connected to like Congo, Africa.
Right.
You know, like Congolese movement and music. So a lot of people, and this is how I was kind of drifted off of that, but then I came and found myself, in that way when I first started was what they was giving me, I was just using it and just seeing it just as like a tool in a
Sure.
sense. Tools could be bad, but I mean tools could be good. But like the way I was using it, I felt
Sure.
like it was bad because what they gave me, I felt like was so overall essence and soul of the culture.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I was doing was mostly just moving my feet
Got you. Got you. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
to it,
I understand. I
when
understand.
there's a whole, there's like a whole bunch of like praise dances for it, and there's a whole bunch of grooves for it, and the whole language to it. And
Sure.
I was
Sure.
only
Sure.
taking that one language
Yeah.
and then just utilizing it,
Even
you
from
know.
like the things that I would look at from just natural movement. There's just there's science to a lot of these things, and it makes more sense the more immersed you become. Not necessarily from a scientific perspective, but just like realization of how lines work and why things can come off stiff, how to make things feel more loose and organic, or at least
Yeah.
it feels more natural. And that just depends on how you maneuver within your body. Like a lot of these things I was taught and shown and just I've seen a lot of times, even as black people, black cultures, when people often think of our dances, they naturally just see it so free. It's not like it's robotic, like it's not like it's stiff and straight. It's literally like there's so much curvatures, there's so much movement, there's so much isos, there's so much things happening in a polyrhythmic state. There's just a lot of things that you can appreciate from a lot of our cultures that have produced the dances that we may have engaged in or just at least have seen, because it just feels good. It just naturally
Yeah.
feels good when you watch it, and it uplifts your spirits, and it just makes you want to get the fuck up. It's contagious. It make you just want to at least try to wiggle a little bit. You know what I mean? Like shit, I don't know how to do that, but let me at least see if I can just kind of just shake my legs a little bit or something. Let me just see if I can get a little two step going, maybe. But yeah, definitely, man. And I just want to say I appreciate your time, man. Just for having the conversation. I didn't really have no specific plan other than just like talking about maybe some of the things within your communities that you feel like are like available to people. Just
Hmm.
because I know naturally, like within what I was initially talking about, just like the lack of. Sometimes it just gets also a little overwhelming just because of me seeing what the scene was like for me coming into it, and how it felt like there was just so much that I could immerse myself in, and it didn't revolve around battles like it does today, but
Hmm.
it definitely had a community component that made it feel like I was immersing myself in something that was more rewarding than just winning something. Um,
Hmm.
and so with that being something that I personally see like not happening as often, and me taking myself out of it when I express like how people have come to me to talk about the lack of, it's somewhat just, I guess because I'm so attached to the dance, it like sucks or it hurts that like the experience that I would like to be able to provide for people or wish that people could experience on their own in their own cities just isn't there.
Hmm.
Or like the guidance or like the opportunities to connect with other dancers and just be able to like build with other dancers instead of like, even when I just see sessions, it more so maybe just could feel like it's just obviously a person just demonstrating like why they're good or maybe some shit they've been practicing. But realistically, I don't see like a space where people come together and like they get help, or maybe they talk and then they get insight on how to grow, or maybe we're all growing together, or maybe we're all
Hmm.
working on something together, like that type of community like aspects of stuff. It just feels like more battle related or battle focused, or maybe amongst friends, maybe they've developed something to of course like have their sessions and things of that nature, but it's specific to that group instead of it being like a community thing, and it's
Hmm.
just open for like, hey man, 7 to 10, we have this thing here, man, everybody should come through, like let's just all continue to build and like work. I would wholeheartedly want that for people just based upon like me assessing like how many people I see in different states or countries that just have to come here in a sense because they feel like, man, I don't have nowhere else to go. Like I want to ask questions, or like I need help with something, but nope, I can't find no YouTube video. There's nothing available to me because I don't have no community. And I'm just like, damn, that sucks, man. Like I really wish there could
You
be
know the
more.
you know the crazy thing is I feel like is to find to get information now, like for what I do,
Hmm.
Haiti makes sure that they keep that off the web
Got you,
because they don't want people turning it to a trend because it's a
got you,
traditional
got
dance.
you
It's
for
praise
sure.
dancing. They're like, yo,
Yeah.
no, you either learning this if you're from here, or if you really truly care about what we
Most
do, or
definitely.
if you're Haitian. And
In
that's pretty much it, you know?
and the way to understand if you really care is because you're gonna buy that ticket. You're gonna buy
Mm,
that flight,
mm,
and you're
yeah.
gonna do what Keenan was saying. It's not as if, I mean, when you just recognize the importance and the value around something. If I got it really easy, then I mean you can treat it like it's trash. Like I mean I didn't really have to put nothing into it. I just went on YouTube and I found it. It might not have the same value as like, nigga, I had to pay $700 to come all the way over here and really immerse myself in a lifestyle. It's not even just like a dance to me in certain extents. Like I'm really trying to like see how the people is moving, living, like, and then I'll feel way more rooted in whatever I'm going to express because I feel like I actually have an understanding than just something I watched on a monitor.
But you see, metal in a way, it's like it's not the tools that they have in that's bad. It's the way
Yeah,
that they utilize the tool.
sure.
You know, the value that they put into it. Like if I know that this information is gonna help me with this and this and this, and it's gonna be able to even help me to go through this and this and this, where I want to go to, you know, there's a certain amount of value that I put into it. The people who just treat it as whatever is people who's not necessarily, for me at least, from my opinion,
Yeah,
who not necessarily, to quote Toyin, who's not looking at it from a deeper perspective,
sure.
who isn't digging deep enough, you know, because those tools that are built that we're able to use is to help us utilize and find information a lot easier. But it's up to the person on how they value that information. So it's not necessarily the tool;
Yeah.
it's the person on how they value that information and how they view that
I guess
information.
it's
You know?
because I still look at like even to the extent of how everything is utilized today, like it creates this idea for the short attention span for like how the Instagrams are and the TikToks
Hmm.
and everything else, to where like the value of content though is damn near just like I can just go watch this tutorial, I can go watch this tutorial, I can go watch this tutorial, and sometimes I feel like it might not really resonate with the person just because of how easy you're able to like get this information, and then you could just it
Hmm.
could be something that just becomes like a distant thought in your mind because you didn't have to like really immerse yourself in something or in a process to really obtain it. Whereas like even back in the day, like to get some type of footage, and I'm talking like on a VHS tape, if you're familiar with like I don't know how old you are, so I don't know like if you had
I'm uh
VHS tapes.
I'm 22 and yeah, I
Got you.
had VHS tapes. It's because also because I come from Haiti, so like
Yeah,
you're literally talking to someone that's like, bro, I thought like hip hop was lit twins. This is how
no,
uneducated
I
I was.
understand. I understand.
So when my family was actually educating me about it, when I came here to America and stuff like that, and people was educating me about it, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
so
right,
this is
right,
what
right,
hip
right,
hop
right,
actually
right.
is, you
I
know?
understand.
So
I guess within what I was
yeah.
trying to say, it was just more so like there was value because of like what you had to go through to get
Mm-mm.
this information. If I can just pull
Yeah.
this up on Instagram right now and receive it, sure, because I had a desire to like learn it and I got it, I feel fulfilled. But often that fulfillment can just deteriorate like very fast because shit just don't last as long as like previous years because of how easy it is to get like information or how accessible it is to you. So for sure, like I think the tools are great, and I think the tools also come with like the pros and cons. But I definitely recognize just from a generational perspective of how easy like information can feel like it's just fleeting. Like you get information, you lose the information. You go get some new information because there's another tutorial or there's another video, and then that impact of like that one video though from like back in the day where you would hold on to that for months because that's all you got. Like I don't really have nothing else to
Hmm.
learn from, or like the experience to travel and go somewhere else is something that you don't fuck around with as much because I just like I said spent whatever amount of dollars, and I'm not gonna be here again. Like I can't just come here tomorrow. I can't just come here in a month because it's super rare for me to like immerse myself in this experience. So it's not really for
Yeah.
play no more. Like I'm really trying to commit, and those are just maybe like some of the differences from like the ways in which people can get information now, but definitely like still both have a pro to be able to like get connected to information within the dance or just culture in general.
Yeah. That's why you have to make the most of what you got when you got it.
Yeah,
You know? And there's two different type of people. There's people who actually, just like you said, who would like just see it and be like, oh, it's whatever. But then
yeah,
you're also forgetting about those people that like when I came across like your videos, right? And I saw how like you was critiquing some of the videos on YouTube, some of the battles and stuff like that. And I was like, does he have sister? You know what I'm saying, right?
you
And
said do
I
I
looked at
what?
that, do you have Instagram? Like
Oh,
that's the
oh, oh,
question
yeah,
that I asked myself
yeah,
when I was watching the YouTube video. So like anybody would, I clicked that button that showed me your bio, and I was like, oh, okay, here's his Instagram, and I followed you, and I was like, does he have any dance videos?
sure.
Because like I was like, okay, so he's talking like he's a dancer,
Sure.
So I want to see, you know. And when I clicked it, I was like, oh, okay, he is, and I followed you.
Yeah.
And I got to see other things that you do, whether it's just like clothing and whether it's like doing video edits or even photos, right?
Yeah.
But then, even me having that tool, even me just being able to actually gain access from you that easily, I still want to take the time
Sure.
to
Sure. Sure.
fly out to LA and meet you and see you and talk to you, even dance with you.
Yeah.
Those are the type of two people. There's people who actually are willing to see that video and get inspired from it and actually want to be around that person and gain and exchange information with that person. And there's people that's just like, oh, it's just another video.
Yeah.
So I feel like all in all, it's all about how the person utilizes that tool and the amount of value that they put in
Yeah.
the
Sure.
information.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and for me, like, and I think that's why classics are like better, like VHS tapes and stuff like that. In a sense, they're better because it was recorded in a time that we wasn't even there, and there was certain information that's not even out.
Yeah.
So the people who do have that, you know it's not to say that it's gatekeeping or whatever, but I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes gatekeeping is good
Yeah. No, it is
sometimes, because it's
wholeheartedly. I
like
think it is.
yeah, because I feel like people don't understand, like, with great power comes like great responsibility. Not to quote Uncle Ben, but it's true because
No,
people
not
often
everything is
receive
for everybody. Like,
exactly. People will receive that information, but who they are as a person, who they are as like people, they're not as good. And
yeah,
there's people who isn't as like good people, but there's people who would receive that information, and due to the fact that they're good people, of course they'll obviously like give back to the community or actually give credit when credit is due, or actually just like really take that time to dissect everything that they was taught instead of just like taking shortcuts,
yeah.
you know and that's the thing. People just want it so
The
bad,
shortcut
and once they
interpretation
finally
to me
got
would
it,
be the
they just
internet.
they just hold on to it, and they're just like, nah, this is all me.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
slow your roll, bro.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and that's why I understand why certain people are sacred with information. This is why certain people too,
yeah,
like, when it comes down to like actually valuing it, there's difference.
yeah. I understand.
Like, I feel like, I don't know if he does, but I don't think people cannot tell me that Slim Boogie doesn't have scrolls or notes or even videos that he's not sharing with people. Like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's certain things that he's just like, I'm gonna keep this for myself and
no,
my
for sure.
family for now. Like,
Everybody does that.
you know,
Yeah.
and it's fine because there's certain
Kristen,
people
my
who
bad, bro.
just
Kusang, yo, what's going on, man? Kristen, when you come to Brazil, when you ready to fly me out, man. When you and your events are ready to bring the doc out, just let me know, man. I'll be on the first train, plane, whatever y'all need me on.
hey, I'm here too. Fly me out too.
But
But
yeah, no,
yeah,
I hear
I
you,
feel
man.
like yeah.
Certain things need to be kept in private. Certain things need to be kept in secrecy. Like it's not like not. I feel like that's just one of the things again with the social medias, and it's probably something I'm gonna cap here just to contain the conversation and not make it something super drastic and just all over the place.
Mm.
But yeah, man, certain things are just it's just best when it's not just overly exposed. It's just not a content galore, just something that's just dropped all the time because then it just oversaturates it or it becomes tainted in a sense. Like some things, some of those scrolls, yeah, man, just tuck those away, man. Keep those for another day, or maybe just it's personal. Maybe I just don't want to express this to everybody. I just wanted this for me. Like I think in some cases, people often within the Instagrams and everything else, like everything has to be, like we see your food, we see your bed, we see your living room. Like you just want to show fucking everything, but some shit gotta still be like, nah, I ain't showing y'all all that, man. I'm not showing y'all every move I do, every new, nah, not, not,
This
not,
one's
not in a sense
funny.
for me. Some stuff just gotta be private still.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean, because like there's two different type of people who really has different values within the information that they take.
Yeah,
There's people who isn't as responsible like that, or there's people who isn't as, motivated to get that type
yeah,
of information, you know, or even see it as like something that's like unique or valuable to them. So,
for sure.
you know, it's there's people who's like that, and there's people who's opposite of that spectrum.
For
So
sure, for sure. But yo, I thank you though, man,
yeah,
for sure, for just taking the time to rap with me and just kick it on the stream. I
yeah, of
appreciate
course, for
everybody
sure, for
too that
sure.
was listening. I know that kind of like we just got busy just talking. Um, but thank you guys for tuning into the stream, cause I am actually gonna head out. So
Same, same.
I'm gonna lock off the Discord and just kind of just finish up everything on the stream. But definitely, Law, if you ever pull up to LA or if you in the Discord, love to rap with you some more. Just stay connected.
For sure, for sure. I much love to y'all. God bless.
Peace, my man.
Shout out to Outcast Ninjas. You know what I'm saying? Always
Oh
repping
yeah.
Outcast. And yeah, may I have a blessed one. Peace.
Word. Peace, my man. Man, we finna hit that 4 hour mark. I know everybody gone. I ain't even doing nothing for y'all no more. I ain't watched y'all. I ain't read no comments. I ain't watched no videos. But yeah, man, it was a cool conversation just to be able to rap with someone. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, man, y'all could be in the Discord right now, and we can just be talking, man. I can just be hearing what the people saying. It won't be as long, but definitely, man. I just want to build shit. I just want to connect with people. I just want to talk dance shit and just break things open, especially from a place where like I can talk to people who are in charge of certain things to just create awareness for change or just maybe see how we could implement change in certain things that have already been established to just progress things moving forward. But definitely, I guess you guys can expect me in Brazil. My man is looking for me. Um, we got Kobe the Great in here. There are extreme examples like Laron and Paradox. They are much likely benefit from their freestyle practices. They groove or the groove came from being shabby and being organic with music itself. From my perspective, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but I fuck with it. Um, but I feel like that kind of environment is what pushes dancers to add random shit to their dance just to pass, for sure. In terms of like when people see things based off of influence, they just add it because it works. Which is why I feel like there's been the abundance of people that will just add, like a lock in for no reason. They don't even do light feet. They'll just go ahead and do a Memphis juke move without any of the juke. They just do that little thing where they step to the side or whatever, lift their leg up, but they won't touch juking. Um, just because they see the hype that it brings, or they're influenced by the reception possibly that it gets from when people do it. But regardless, definitely a long stream, a fat stream, and we had a lot of support, man. I appreciate everybody that donated. Um, the link is also pinned in the chat for anybody that would like to donate. Another way to support is someone would also like to buy some gear. I have a few different garments left from the Art of collection. I'm actually waiting for an email, man, that these people they just doing that bullshit again. Where I'm waiting for the rest of my order, my garments, that haven't been shipped out to me. But there are new stuff coming in, new colorways from the Art of series, the collection, and just different garments, zip ups, hoodies, tees, the whole shebang. But I just want to say thank you guys for all the love. The garments that I do have left, if anybody would like to cop those, that's another way you can support. Um, and don't forget, hit the like button, go comment on some videos that we done dropped throughout the weeks. The doc is back in full effect. We going into the new year strong. I talked about the podcast coming back. Tutorials are coming more frequently into the palace. Want to be able to really elevate what we do here on the channel beyond just the reactions and really dive deeper into perspective and how we can really push the narrative to just provide and do more within this dance shit. And I think it's possible, man. I think we can do it. I think this is for real, just the beginning. And with everything that's been built up thus far, with all the work that I've done thus far, this is literally the beginning. But most definitely also hope that everybody has a safe New Year's. Everybody enjoys that time with whoever, but just stay safe. Shit get wild out here. People be moving reckless. So just, yeah, be safe. And don't forget to hit the like button.